Shut it down, Aldred. Hit it, Iggy. And on that note, hello and welcome to Mostly Off Topic Waterdeep game. I'm joined by the Unreal Ben. Say hi, the Unreal Ben.
You're right.
Poster boy for the game, Josh, who needs to, I don't know, do some makeup, style his hair, or some such thing.
I'm sponsored by Sonic the Hedgehog.
And sponsored by Sonic the Hedgehog. That's pretty
Your
good.
hair looks perfect.
And we have the real Ben, who is talking before his allocated time.
The Alpha Ben.
The Alpha
the
Ben.
Eternal.
The Eternal Alpha
And
Ben.
your beard looks perfect.
It does actually, yeah. And also Martin, who has a drink this time. What are you drinking, Martin?
Yes, I finally got a beverage of some kind, and it's Coke.
Okay. That's how they roll in Scotland. Welcome to the Waterdeep stream. Mostly Off Topic hosting this. Usual stuff. You can follow us on Twitter at Mostly Off Topic, mostly-offtopic.com, mostly-off-topic@gmail.com, and Facebook /Mostly Off Topic, I reckon. On YouTube, just Mostly Off Topic, basically. I'm hoping that we can get through this, actually. I'm hoping that last time on this game, what happened? The player characters went and inspected Troll School Manor that they got from Waterdeep, and they have some vague plans to maybe turn it into a brothel. But who knows? That's a weird noise. I love that noise. This is a T-Rex coming to get you.
Roll initiative.
No. And then the Blackstaff summoned them, causing a slight accident in Aldred Groinal area, and then said to them, "Go forth and get me the Celestine unicorn from the Blue Alley." Everybody in Waterdeep went, "Ooh, the Blue Alley, we've heard about that." And then they went to the Blue Alley, and they set fire to the ceiling, which in fairness was a mimic. So there we have it. So without further ado, I think we will. I think we'll head over to Fantasy Grounds, since we are in media res, more or less. More or less. So let me. I'll tab to OBS to change that to that, and there we go.
So excuse me if I wasn't paying enough attention, but do you introduce yourself during the intro?
Do I introduce myself? No.
Yeah.
Usually I say hi, I'm Paul. I don't know if I did that point.
Hello, this is Paul. Introduce yourself, Paul.
Hi. What you don't know is that on my frame. Well, you probably do know. You'll note on my frame it says "All right, bloke,"
That's all.
which is a claim I feel unqualified to make. Can you guys see the map? Do you have?
I can see where
I
we should
can.
be on the map.
I can see us on a grey back.
There's the map.
Mine came up with loads of run script errors, but then still seemed to work fine.
Oh, have you
No,
updated
I got
Fantasy
them.
Grounds?
Or is there an update?
Yeah, 3.37 is the version that I'm running.
So
I feel mine's just stopped responding.
Mine seems to be working fine now that I've got the update.
Mine's
I couldn't
working,
get it
alright.
working before.
No, I'm grey background. I probably need to update.
You were having this issue before, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
Ooh, wait for program to respond. Ooh. Ah.
I'll just give everybody a
Looking
few
good.
moments.
oh, we're all still in the exact same place as we were at the end of
Yeah,
last
that's
season,
right.
like, Still.
So you had literally just finished fighting the mimic. You had found that the chest in front of Ignatius has 24 gold pieces, some hundreds of silver, a small bronze bell, and a silver key wrapped in a velvet cloth.
Sounds reasonable. We take all of those things.
Such an adventurer thing to do.
Hey, the ceiling just landed on us and then set on fire mysteriously. We had to take the reward.
Are you just doing death rolls for the laugh, or?
We deserve it, goddammit.
We normally do them at the start to see how badly we're doing.
I was trying to drag and drop a box to give myself more screen space, but it was just dragging death around, apparently.
Yeah.
There we go. That's better.
Oh, should we go check that tablet at the start to see if Ignatius's face was on the falling ceiling one, or was it just random?
No, we should plow on like complete novices. That's what we should.
Are you just role playing? You're role playing there.
Like, we've never played D&D before.
So you're going to go and have a look at the tapestry.
Yeah, but I want to check it for traps before I do.
The mural.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got a 10 and a green arrow.
Oh, that was me. I don't know how I did.
It seems to be as I don't get anything to start, but then as things load on, they appear.
If you click both the left and right mouse and drag it, it can tell you distances.
Yeah.
And now everyone's doing it.
Oh, mine's a nice pink. What are you laughing at?
Do you get to decide your color? Because I think is it the color of your
The
dice?
colour of your dice.
Colour your dice.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's good. So here we are, and this is clearly a how to use Fantasy Grounds video that we've just turned it into.
I don't have to get rid of it now.
Just click. Oh,
Just
yeah.
met one somewhere else that is 0.
Yeah. So you head back around to the mural. Disappointingly, it wasn't Iggy that had the falling ceiling.
Right.
Shucks. Who was it?
Is there a picture of a falling ceiling though?
There's a
Yeah.
picture of a falling ceiling, but it's not a mimic falling ceiling. It's just a falling ceiling.
Okay.
Right. So the rest of these traps are going to be mimics. Let's memorize them, guys. So it was like blades was one of them, yeah.
Yeah, one of them was a propeller, very much like you heard rumours in TOA, and kind of one of them is a pit trap with spikes at the bottom. One of them you're getting mauled by some tigers. One of them you're getting seduced by a fantastically good-looking guy in speedos. It's about 6'1", a little bit shorter, brown hair, greeny brown eyes, fantastic cheekbones, slightly greying at the temples now. He's wearing
What colour are the speedos?
his speedos are blue because that's his favourite colour.
Glorious colours.
He's got chiseled muscles all over him, lightly oiled. I don't know why that bit is such fine detail, but it is.
Is he holding a sign that says "Port Nyanzaru"? Order of the Gauntlet.
That's exactly right. Yeah, that is the sign that he has. I want to do that, don't I? And
Is there an order to these traps?
Oh, I've done this again, haven't I? Hold on 2 seconds.
Welcome to the Dark Blade shower block. That's got to be a trap.
Don't drop the soap.
Right, this is. I always do this. I don't know why I always do this, but I always seem to forget that happens. Okay, you guys won't have seen any of that, but those on the stream will have. So you head around and that's what you see. So it's more generic traps than it is anything else. Do you guys want to do anything?
Is there an order to them?
It's a very aesthetically pleasing order.
So the falling ceiling isn't like right at the beginning then.
No, they're in like different. They're in different kind of spaces. It's not like a cartoon strip or anything like that. They're just kind of in semi-random places.
Is the falling ceiling towards the bottom and the left?
Not particularly. It's in the top right.
So it's not like a map then of where these traps are.
No.
Right.
Do you want to heal now, Ignatius? Considering
Yeah,
all
I'm
these
going to
things?
heal myself because I'm down to 15.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that when the man in the speedos come, it's going to cost me a few hit points.
Do you know what? The health you're at now is more than my max health.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I kind of need to be there.
No, he's got 15 wounds, so his health is 9.
Oh, is that how it is? So it's even worse.
Really? You don't have that much more health than me? That's shocking. I'm the wizard. Step up your game, man.
Yeah, I didn't teleport out the room.
I'm gone again! You would have set me on fire!
No, you don't know I set anyone on fire.
I know, I don't know that in character.
You're a wizard. You should be able to deal with fire.
Yeah. If anyone set anyone on fire, it's the wizard.
Yeah.
There we go. Cure wounds. I just drag it on myself, don't I?
Just drop it on your own place in the... Probably, I think the easiest way is the initiative tracker. Is probably the easiest place to drop it on.
Combat tracker.
That's the one.
Whoa, where's that gone?
Top
Top
right
right.
hand between two swords.
Yeah, I found it.
No, he's got 20. His max HP is 20. Oh,
Yeah,
right,
and I've got 15 wounds.
But you were counting it right. I've got you.
Why does it not want to work?
Are you dropping the die from the spell onto the...
Yeah, here we go.
Ain't bad. Ain't bad.
Okay, you're back to green. What more do you need?
I know. I'm away.
Okay, so what's the plan now, guys?
Do we carry on
We're
down?
going up the steps, or if I would like to take a small jaunt around the corner of those crates because he wants to find out
Okay,
what's
do you
there.
want to move yourself?
I'm going to be second or third in whatever line we're farming now.
So you see... Oh, why are you doing that?
You have to shout if I move into a wall again
That's fine.
because they're not there.
So there's a corridor kind of like goes off to the left, which has got a door. It's not a very long corridor, and you've got and you can see
Stairs to the right.
Yep. And then there is a very long corridor
Ooh.
along there like that. So in these stairs in front of you guys, just kind of near the room with the mimic, they head up to a door. That's shut, and then you've got a door on the left hand side that's shut, and then a very long corridor, and you can see the bottom end of it, and it just looks like a wall.
It's probably a mimic.
When you say probably,
Oh man, right.
I think we just hit everything as we go along now.
I'll
So,
follow your guys' lead.
Is this because this is called the Blue Alley? It's like in these corridor bits, is there like no ceiling above us at these?
there's a ceiling you can see up to the sky.
yeah.
You can see the buildings around you. It's naturally lit in that way,
Oh,
but it's got that like translucent wall of force above them, and this floor is all a bright lapis lazuli blue.
So you could say everything we see is just blue.
dabba-dee-dee-dabba-dee.
You could say that, but you'd be ignoring like your fellow characters.
I don't know. We're in a pretty sorry state at the moment.
So there's a door at the top of them stairs, and there's a door to the left of that corridor. you want to try first?
This is like the RPG where you're trying to figure out how to not go down the main story route before you're getting every side
Yeah,
message.
it's exactly right.
Well, you've got to go check every door off to the side then first.
Let's stay on the ground floor then before we start messing with different.
Yeah, let's do the ground floor
altitudes.
first.
Let's do the ground floor first.
Okay, so who do you want to move yourselves?
I don't until someone else moves.
So Lord Eltorchul saying, "Look, let's look. I feel a little bit Diego going on. will you commoners go and do things?"
I'm gonna look around the corner and roll perception, see what I
Down
see.
the dragon
Wait,
tower.
fancy grounds to start working again.
9. That's poor.
No, you've got to start throwing it down the dice tower because we'll like infer off. What
Oh yeah.
we roll.
Oh yeah. I can move a dice tower, can't I? There we go. Oh, there's no point rolling again. Should we go to? I'll go to that door. I'll just saunter over there.
Okay, so as you kind of you look down the corridor, and with your greater perception, you can see that the kind of like corridor continues along underneath the a passage that runs above it.
I'll come stand behind you at the door.
And in fact runs along to a corner that then obscures your view.
Oh, I'm lagging a bit. I want to be there. That's where I want to be.
Oh right, yeah.
Is Ode's just gonna chill by those barrels, or?
I was just kind of waiting for fancy grounds to start behaving again. But what he'd like to do is make a perception check at the door.
Okay, roll that down the dice tower for me.
Give me a second.
Oh, just moving, Hold on, guys.
Into the dice tower.
Okay, you can't hear anything from behind that door.
Is it locked?
No. You kind of
Then
just
I will
push
open the
slightly
door.
against it. You open the door and you see a beautiful Kalishite, you reckon, rug, possibly worth about 5, well maybe even 10 pairs of socks, market value, and that rug heads up a flight of stairs.
The rug could be a mimic.
The rug will be a minute. Set fire to the rug.
Iggy, can you pick
I'm
up-
assuming this conversation's happening in character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm be like super suspicious of every inanimate object. Now.
So this blanket is pretty beautiful actually. It's covered in geometric patterns, rich colours. The gold kind of cotton is coming through, and yeah, you reckon it would probably be worth a pretty penny.
I'm gonna look at the rug and use my eye for detail ability to check if I can spot a hidden creature.
I bet you that's a pitfall trap. I'm willing to bet that's the pitfall trap.
Okay, make the roll down the dice tower for me, please.
Perception is
Okay, so bear in mind that mimics and a lot of other creatures, if they are still, are imperceptible in terms of what they look like other objects. So they're not really hidden in the way in which you would hide around a corner. So as far as you can tell, it's a carpet. However, because you're paying great attention to it, you notice that there's a sheen to the centre couple of feet as it runs up. It looks a bit strange.
Oh, I do things. I could spend I think it's 10 minutes to cast Detect Magic without spending a spell slot, if that's something you'd be interested in.
should we just give a rug a tug?
As you get a bit closer to the rug, Fenn, you can see bits of stuff stuck to it, like matted in dust and whatnot along the centre. So it looks like it's some form of glue. It's only a couple of feet wide and the corridor's 10 feet wide, so you're very careful. You could go up the edge of it if you wanted.
Do you want me to set it on fire?
Yeah.
No.
I'll cast Firebolt at it. And can I miss? I'm aiming at a stationary spot on the ground.
Yeah, okay, you can cast firebolt at it.
I do that, and flammable object should catch fire
Yeah.
as per the spell. Does it work?
Yeah, it starts to burn, particularly the kind of centre. The centre, a couple of feet, catches quite quickly and burns. It doesn't. It smoulders around the edges rather than kind of a ferocious fire, and it takes 10 minutes or so, and it burns with thick, oily smoke as it kind of piles up and sticks into this corridor area. You all have to step back a little bit because it's a bit choking, and there's no great ventilation either, so it's all hanging around, rising up the stairs predominantly. So the top of the stairs is quite thick. It would be obscured terrain.
Okay. Aldred dusts off his chest and goes, "You're welcome."
Was it the mimic then?
I think you'll get the achievement Carpet Bane.
Rug Slayer.
Rug Slayer. It's at least you didn't eat it, because that would be a very interesting achievement.
Surely the achievement would be carpet burns.
Carpet burns.
Yeah.
Take inspiration.
I think in character though, I would be a little bit miffed because he could have solved that rug.
He sells socks, so he
Delicious
knows.
intent.
He knows.
There's people.
Well, I'd say he's plenty of rug. It's fine.
So do you want to wait until this place airs out, or do you want to go up there and see what's
The
up?
difficulty is it's not really going to wear out because it's trapped in the force wall of force at the top.
Weren't we going to try and stick to the lower level to start with anyway? And this is going up again, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. Well, let's see what else this hallway holds for us.
Does the actual carpet go up the stairs of the carpet?
Yeah, so where the carpet is, there are stairs.
Okay. So we'll go down to the end of the corridor. We'll stay on the ground floor then first.
Okay, do you want to show me how you're moving? Maintain your order.
Could you share the map back up to me, please, Paul?
I need to shrink the size of this window because it just the tiniest bit unwieldy when I'm trying to scroll along it. There's a way to shrink it, isn't there?
It's a big window.
So you see, this is you can clearly see where the corridor at the top of the stairs hangs a right. You're going to have to walk underneath that, which is kind of where Ignatius is just coming up to now.
Yep.
Right, that's unfortunate.
Keep going again.
I have lost the map.
Mine has stopped responding again.
Oh no, a jump up there. What the hell is it playing on?
I've just synced it to my view. Just to
If you
help
use
guys
that
out.
weird little yellow thing, it kind of it's all backwards. The movement, it's not like logical. It seems to be inverted. And there's nothing obvious on either side of these corridors. Then, on either side of the corridor we're walking on.
Stick a perception check in the dice tower.
Yep, I can do that. Where's my perception?
So Fenn, you notice as you're kind of walking up the corridor that there is a faint outline along the left-hand wall, around about that square that the pink arrow ends.
Okay.
And Ig,
Outline.
Ig, you
So
see that as
about
well.
there.
Yeah. Ig, you see that as well.
Cool.
Can you report that to us?
There's a faint outline on the wall. Probably a mimic.
It's where someone once stuck blue tack and it hasn't come off.
Or pink tack, as
Yeah.
as we have in our house for no particular reason.
Does it look like it could be a trap of some sort?
I touch it.
You touch it, it's like a wall, but you feel there's a little bit of give to it.
Should we shove it?
I'll give it a push.
You push it, it kind of clicks open and kind of comes back to yourself, and it opens out into a fairly, honestly, sometimes this is a frustrating experience, a fairly biggish room.
Oh.
So there's racks of wine bottles lining the out of walls, and you look on the wall opposite the door, and you can see the words "Strength cannot" inscribed on them.
Ooh! I had some of this written down early from the last session.
Strength cannot.
So it's the tool with and strength cannot.
Most of the bottles have been broken or kind of empty, as far as you can tell, from where you are.
Does anyone know anything about wine?
Is that a table just in the middle?
Yeah.
No.
With wine kind of like bottles underneath it. Oh, you're going in the room?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll approach the table.
After our last encounter of a room, I'm going to hang back slightly.
Yep.
Ode will join you in there. He's going to sit on these barrels and use those as a chair.
Barrel mimic.
Are there any? Like literally every single bottle in here is either empty or smashed.
No, some are intact. They're a bit empty. Are you going to go through them?
Yeah, just a smell of a taste. I mean, I don't know much about brewing, but I'd be able to surely tell if a wine has turned or not.
Okay. So let's have a perception check as you're going through the bottles.
Okay.
Give him a
One of
sniff.
them's a mimic.
The vinegar mimic.
So
Yeah, 'cause that's what happens with offline, isn't it?
hold on. So Fenn, what are you making your perception check for?
I'm just looking around the room.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not particularly sniffing bottles.
Yep. Okay.
I am sniffing bottles.
So, Ode, you find that they're in a cluster just by the bottom right-hand corner. The only kind of bottles that seem to be all right are an Armish wine that you recognise to be quite a good name. Certainly, you reckon that they're probably worth 10 gold each, and there's 5 of them.
That's a lot of socks.
Yeah. And
I'll take some of those in order to sell, or 3 or 4.
okay, you take 3 or 4.
5 in a pack.
Yeah, you take 5. So you stick 5. They clink as wine bottles do. And I guess you're going to carry on looking. Yeah. Okay. Fenn, as you're kind of just having a quick glance around the room with your incredible perceptive skills, rogue bullshit. Rogue bullshit. You see a flash of gold in the northwest corner behind the wine racks. That's the top left corner. like a panel of gold almost. It's so you kind of head over there, and you see that there's a small 2-foot high gold-plated door behind the wine rack there. After a few more minutes, Ode, you see 2 half-size bottles, so a 375ml bottles rather than 750ml. And they are not wine bottles, or they're unmarked, but you can see the red. It's like a really deep red champagne. You see the bubbles rising even though it's in the bottle. Looks very strange. Certainly not like any wine you've ever seen, and there's a couple of those.
It's rosé.
Possibly, yeah.
Oh, blood.
Mm.
So, Aldred, where did you see these signs on the wall? Was the tool one in the mimic room?
Yeah, I believe this tool width was in the mimic room. Is that correct?
These bottles, these small bottles,
They're just corked.
there's no label on them.
Nope.
Do they look a bit like healing potions? Look.
Oh, you're a forge cleric. It's
I can
hard
do
to
a medicine
tell.
check.
No, for potions in 5th edition, if you just taste them, you can find out what it is
Can I have a
they
sip?
do.
I mean, it could be a poison.
I'll pop the cork, and then I'll definitely let the. Oh, wait, you're not actually a dwarf.
As you pop the cork, you hear.
Oh, no.
And then the smell of summer berries rises.
Have a swig, see what happens.
Odes, I wouldn't touch that if I were you.
As
Down
no one's
it.
set on fire.
Down it.
Down in one.
I give it to Iggy to taste.
I'll give it a sip.
My good
You
beardy
feel
friend.
revitalized. You feel a little warmth coming, and a small scratch heals on your hand.
No, it is.
Healing potions.
Yep, you've got 2 healing potions.
I will pocket one and recork and pass it to Aldred. I'll say, hey, you'll need this.
I already have one, but okay, I'll have 2 now.
We've still got one in the party pack as well. Party.
Yeah.
So this golden door, I'll
Mhm.
point this out to everyone. And right.
So it's behind the wine rack in the wall.
Do we want to move the wine rack then?
Yeah. Drag it out the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come over
Hold on a minute. You've got a strength of about 4 if you add it all together, haven't you?
Me.
No, the party. The party.
I'm pretty heavy duty.
Strength of 14 is not what I call heavy duty.
Compared to the rest of them.
24. Yeah, compared to the rest of them, I've got a high strength. So Aldred and Fenn are packing a strength of 18. So that's a 90% of an ox. 28, 38, 42 strength. You've got 2 oxes amongst the 4 of you. So you pull it out of the way, and there it is. This 2-foot high gold-plated door in the northwest corner.
Is there any keyholes?
There is locked. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet
Is that key we picked up fit in it?
We picked up a key.
Yeah.
A silver key, and it does not fit. You try it, it doesn't fit.
I wonder if there's a silver door somewhere.
That's awkward.
I have lockpicked.
Pick it.
And I'll give it a shot.
You're gonna give it.
Pick it,
You're gonna give it
pick
some
it,
some Skyrim lock picking.
Keep
So
tweaking it till you feel it turn.
Yeah, he can just save and keep trying it until he succeeds.
Yeah,
So I rolled
scum
20.
save. Okay, give me a lockbox, a dex lockpicks check.
So
Using
I've got
thieves' tools.
proficiency and
I think.
expertise in this, I think. So I think I have.
Expertise?
Yeah, I think I took. Oh, where's my notes?
So it'll be a +4.
Yeah, just the
Alright,
hassle of
then.
adding that all together. I suppose would you just be able to add a +4 on top of his roll, Paul? Since
I can add +4 to anything you like. Just ask me. Give me a number, and I'll add 4 to it.
4.
I'll just
Eight.
roll a
Can-
d20 and just add 4 to it.
Okay. 9 add 4, 13.
Do you not get your dex to that though, as well as the double proficiency?
Yes.
I might not have taken expertise. No, I don't. You don't get. Hang
It's
on.
a dex check, so you get your dex.
Plus proficiency, so it's plus 4.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but if you had
Oh,
expertise,
do you
it'd
not
be
have expertise?
Yeah, but that's the over plus 2, isn't it?
yeah, so it'd be plus 6.
No.
Right, so
Yeah,
you've got your
so you-
proficiency.
Oh, dex proficiency.
Dex plus proficiency plus proficiency.
I don't know if it includes dex.
It's not high enough.
Oh, anyway, yeah.
Okay.
But we need to find a golden key then.
Well, let's be on our way then.
How solid does the door feel?
It feels fairly solid. I mean, you give it a good poof with your elbow, and it's still there.
Are you saying because like gold is a soft metal?
Well, I could melt it, or I can heat it up anyway.
Ooh.
You
My
can use-
lockpick breaks it like tinfoil. Cut out a little bit.
Make I don't know what the skills are in any edition ever.
Well, you just
Okay.
heat the hinges.
Hold on, Ig.
Well, you melt the hinges, but you don't like melt them all the way
Yeah,
through.
you melt it
It's
Ig.
flat.
Yeah.
Ig,
I just
Ig-
weld it closed.
Ig,
Yeah.
make an investigation check, Iggy. Yeah. Okay. So you see, kind of, you go up to it, you have a little look. You know, you've seen this kind of stuff before. It's gold plated rather than gold, so you could heat it up and it'd melt and it'd reveal whatever's behind it. But you suspect that the gold is decorative rather than it is what's actually keeping it secure.
Yeah, it's an option. It's a level 2 spell. I don't really want to blow it.
We'll see if we can find a key.
Yeah, let's go have a wander.
Unless there's a key in this room.
Yeah, has anyone checked those barrels?
Nope.
Could be in a bottle.
I will check.
The
I'll
the
check
bottles
in
the
those.
bottles have been very
I'm
thoroughly.
gonna check the barrels underneath the mural, the sign words.
Okay.
One's near me.
When you say check the barrels, what do you mean by check the barrels?
I want to move them, look through them, open them if possible.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Can I make an attempt on this too?
Yep. Chuck it in the tower, please.
I want to look up and down the hallway just to make sure no one's there.
Nobody is there. You're both kind of going through the barrels, checking them. A lot of them you can't open without taking an axe to it, and they feel as if they've got liquid in. But you don't find any key or anything like that. And the wine in the barrel, the wine in the barrels is not great.
Onwards.
Yeah, onwards.
Okay, so which way is onwards? And can you?
Up the corridor.
Oh my goodness, Fenn just walked through the walls. Okay, so
Isn't that rogue bullshit?
yeah.
That's finest. Hello, Ode.
You do a code.
Boss.
I don't know why you could insist on calling me that.
It's like Bruce Springsteen.
It's more polite than what he
okay.
could call you.
Okay, so we have here.
Do you want to look up the corridor with your rogue bullshit eyeballs?
Oh, he's in the dark as well.
Yeah,
It's
I don't.
there. You've got the light coming through the ceiling, so
Group hug.
so this is a window that you can see in front of you, and beyond it, you clearly can't. Beyond it, I think we're going to get a little visit from somebody.
Ooh.
So those are bars of a window that you can see there, and then as you kind of like from your vantage point where you are, is how you're looking through narrow barred windows. You have to move your head from left to right to kind of get a good look in, and you see the chambers. And here we go. So that's that. When he turns into like exterminating people, then you know
There's no evidence.
started here. So you can see through that window, and you can see a number of red clay bricks, the walls, which is different from the rest of the place. And you see a number of, and you can only see a couple of them, but you think there's more circular metal platforms which are hanging from iron chains attached to the ceiling. And you can see just underneath those platforms is smoke. You can't quite see the ground floor or anything along those lines.
I'm
Red
feeling this
brick
whole place.
or red discs.
Cool.
So red. So it's red brick, the walls, and those circles are metallic discs on chains, kind of up to that. As you get a bit closer there, Fenn, and you're kind of like looking out of the room, you can kind of see probably that.
Can you fit your hand through the bars?
Wasn't it glass as well?
It is. No, it's just iron bars. So yes, you can put your hand through it if you wish. And you look down, it's just thick smoke. It's a blanket of smoke below, so you can't see where the bottom of that is.
I can see 8 platforms.
Yeah.
I assume there's another entrance.
Yeah, there's some crystal maze bullshit going
I
on there.
attempt to bend the bars with my might.
And dangling from the disc that's closest to you, you can see a very ornate sword, a scimitar.
Ooh.
It glows with like a silvery light.
Aldred, how much Misty Step you got left?
I've got one, and I'm not jumping through there.
Spoil spot. What's the use of having all these powers if you never use them?
Look, if we really need to get in there later, I can, but we'll do that later. Let's go and explore the rest of the lower level.
Okay, where to now, Batman?
The other, so there was a fork in the road at the beginning. That's still on the ground floor. So
Yeah, I have a feeling it could be symmetrical. Yeah?
Well, let's find out.
Trips all the
where
way
we
back to
go?
the start.
Okay, do you want to move yourselves back down there?
Presumably it'll be uneventful. Well, I just want to say that I'm going to be second or third in the row.
Yeah.
I can't actually see the beginning, so I'm hanging back till someone puts themselves.
Yours is moving.
I love the way in which those pieces move, and it's kind of like very leisurely.
Yeah, but on my screen, all the pieces they followed the corridor until the last bit when they just skipped the corner. Followed the corridor the rest of the way.
So the corridor opens up from where you can see there, Aldred. You can't see masses more than that. You think you can make out, in fact, let's just say that there's a door there. Iggy's in the middle of nowhere.
No, Iggy's going to be in that hallway very soon.
There we
I
go.
crashed.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's not great.
Oh fuck, where have I put myself?
Also, Fenn's tilted. He's like a diagonal.
Yeah, how have I tilted?
Did you try some of that wine?
It certainly looks that way.
I don't know how it's done that.
I've just undone it for you. Okay, so let's not move there. So Iggy, you see, you go down there and you can see.
Oh, it's a skeleton.
Okay, so let me just get this right. Whereabouts are you guys? You guys are there.
I can't get myself back on the map.
Where are you?
I don't know.
Can you use your DM
I
powers
know.
to spawn him in?
Yeah.
Got me in,
Yeah, you know, unless you're underneath one of us.
No,
No.
No.
I might be in a wall somewhere.
Hold on, let me see if I can find you.
You're like skeleton.
Yeah, you appear not to be on the map.
A bit ominous.
Okay.
I put you on
Oh,
the
there
map.
he
is.
No, I've just added him. I've just added him.
Thank you.
Anytime. Do. Anytime.
If I knew you could teleport like that, we could have used you up in the scimitar room.
Yeah. So on the west wall, to the left wall, there's a relief sculpture of a humanoid skeleton. It's got outstretched arms and its mouth is open, as if it is screaming.
Oh.
That bodes well.
So can we search for? I think this is a good point to search for traps, right? I mean, we've been irrational so far.
And then there are two doors that you can see, Iggy, as you're stood in the centre of the corridor. So those who want to search for traps, so...
I'm going to walk in front of a skeleton.
Okay, so you walk there, and you see, Fenn,
Yep.
that there is a small iron button in the skeleton's skull.
Well, I'm going to imitate the skeleton. So I'm going to copy it from the opposite way, and then I'll look at everyone. And then jab it.
Okay. Okay, Aldred. You see him look at it, imitate it, and jab it. And then you hear the grating of stone on stone.
Not a bone.
Stone.
Not a stone.
Stone. And an opening appears at the top of the just where I've moved. So imagine that opening there at the top is an entranceway into a corridor beyond.
Man, this place is just chock full of rooms.
Isn't it?
Should we check these two doors first?
Yeah, probs.
Mm.
I'm gonna have a listen. I'll have a listen at the first one.
Okay.
No. Oh, then Ignatius are fused.
Piggyback.
I've just had to separate you guys. It was getting a little bit cozy. You can't hear anything.
I'll go and listen at the second door.
Are we meant to be able to see what we roll ourselves when we use the dice?
No. The idea is it obscures. It's that you don't know.
So we don't know what light. So if we
Yeah.
fail, we don't.
You hear a faint humming and every so often a crackle.
Sounds like wizarding things.
I'll try my.
Wizarding things sound like.
They sound like. Well, everybody knew that.
They've all been round your school. They know what your school sounds
Like blood electric.
Yeah.
What
It
do
needs
you think Iggy was doing a lecture on? Wizards.
it needs
Sound
rewiring.
like a wizard.
The school needs rewiring. What can we say? Okay.
So which door, guys? Which
Oh,
door?
and also, do you see that corridor does in fact open out a little bit more?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, before we go down there, I'm like, Aldred, there's wizard stuff going on in there.
Can I make an Arcana check? Well, so after being prompted to listen, can I hear the noise he's talking about?
Yep.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Yeah, go
probably
for it.
some sort of conveyor belt doing a thing. Do you want it in the dice tower?
Yeah.
There you go.
You don't really know.
Didn't think I would.
More advanced wizarding things.
It's level 4, that.
Better wizarding things.
Are you going to tell them that you don't know? Are you going to proclaim your ignorance, Aldred? Are you going to...
I'm just going to go with the original theory. Going to be some sort of deconstruction, perhaps?
Iggy, what are you doing at this door?
I'm going to try and open it.
Okay, then I'll shoot me back over here to
I'll wait.
cast a firebolt at threatening mimics.
Okay, so you're opening this door. It opens fairly easily. This is going to be interesting. Opens out into a normal corridor. That's a bit longer than what I'm showing you. And it's dressed
You gotta try
stone.
this first door out, guys.
That's where we're at, the first door.
Yeah.
No, sorry, I meant the one with the seance.
No, we're doing this one first.
I thought it might have been in the same room.
The non-threatening door.
So it's got thick cobwebs covering everything.
Oh.
There's an open pit blocking the way, which you can kind of see in front of you.
Well, it seems like Firebolt has solved most of our problems so far, so I cast Firebolt at the webs.
Let me just finish the description, please.
Right.
It's about 20 feet long, 10 feet wide, and the bottom of the pit is lined with jagged and menacing spikes.
Ew.
That's a long jump, too, for any of us to make.
How far is it? 20
That's
feet.
20 feet along, yeah, if each thing is 5 foot.
Yeah, 20 foot.
I mean, I could Misty Step across it, but I wouldn't be able to get back. I need a short rest to get another Misty Step back. And it can't be the answer to all these puzzles, because we're gonna be here for days if that's the case.
Okay, so the way appears to be barred. No pun intended. We can always. Do we see what this other door has to offer?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see the scary noise door.
We have options. I can magic us a ladder, providing it's got some metal parts. If we wait an hour.
I was thinking I could like push all those spikes aside with Maximilian's Earthen Grasp, but that would be a waste of a level 2 spell, surely.
So you're opening this door, Fenn?
Yeah.
Okay. So you open the door. And this corridor has natural stone walls, and they're decorated with colourful frescoes. And the frescoes are a skyscape, and they're filled with all manner of flying creatures. There's a load of bees, there's some starlings, there's some owls cresting out, there's some eagles, and then there's some huge rocks, which are giant Lord of the Rings eagles. The ceiling's about 20 feet high, and about 15 feet above the floor there's a row of short copper rods that protrude from either wall, and you can see them, you can hear them, and you can see the air vibrate a little bit. Then lightning arcs between those rods all the way along the corridor, and that's the crackling sound that you heard.
And they're 15 feet off the ground.
15 feet off the ground, yeah.
I
So
told
we
you.
can walk under it. I will point out I'm wearing like mail armor at the minute. I'm probably quite conductive.
Your beard is, as soon as it's crackling, your beard just lifts slightly. Everybody thinks you've got animate beard spellcast or something.
But even if you do walk underneath it, the lightning rods will probably go down to you rather than to the opposite.
Oh, they'll definitely
It'll be a shorter route to Earth.
Yeah, especially considering I'm mainly wearing metal.
It's good of Fenn to use his A-level in physics to the party's advantage.
Yeah.
Hey, he did a lot of reading when he used to.
No, that's it. Okay, clearly he was. Hold on.
I read books as my backstory.
Yeah.
These are clearly the kind of books he was reading.
Yeah.
That look familiar? What's on page 19?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Fenn was
this
it?
Yeah.
This is more intimidating than the first room.
Yeah,
What's behind door number
A
3?
wizard can walk all the way through it untouched. I think I pretty much read.
Can I make some sort of Arcana check to like
Yeah.
prove or disprove that?
Yeah.
Would it be
You
Arcana?
don't want a crit
What
fail
skill
there.
would you
What's your
prefer?
question? Sorry.
Like, would it seem feasible that a person not wearing any conductive material could walk underneath all of this and walk to the other side?
Very much so, unless they were 15 feet or taller.
Spikes in pits and things that go zap.
So if you're not
Alright.
carrying metal, you might go through
That
it.
this is a trap.
Still scared. What's behind door number 3?
Take an inspiration, Ode. That's Ode just like slightly bored, just sings the song to himself. It'd probably make millions on the like ad copy market.
Yeah, it probably would.
Sorry, what are you doing? What are you doing, Aldred? Sorry.
What's behind door number 3? Or
Oh, this isn't a door. This is an opening, and this opens out into a corridor, and you can see the corridor from where you are. It kind of like goes to the north.
I will just move up here and just I'm frozen again. I'm just gonna move up. There, I have move up a square and peek my head around the corner.
Okay, you peek your head around the corner, and Fantasy Grounds is playing it today.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, this could be the secret route around.
Goes to another set of steps that head upwards.
Oh, no.
Are we legally bound to exploring the lower levels before?
We need to find some golden keys, and we're still trying to find this unicorn statue.
Okay.
How long was the table in the room with the wine barrels?
not drinking
It
table.
was. It's about 10 feet. Yeah.
And was it made up of 2 planks?
Yeah.
Right.
2 short
So-
planks.
So, did you have healing word?
Good question. Sure. Does the cleric have healing?
Can you not tell if you have healing word?
Be in your actions.
I feel like you've already used it.
You have
I
used
have
it.
healing word.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm
And
going
the
to
dying I don't have.
take what have I got? I've got the ring,
I've got healing word as well.
which I'm really reluctant to give up. I'll take my dagger out. Give it to Fenn to hold.
Give him everything metal.
I think the ring.
Hand me
Mm.
I think the ring is the only other main thing. But Fenn, I'm gonna give the ring to I'm not sure.
I'm clearly the most trustworthy of the bunch.
I know,
You
but
probably are.
It's not really done anything wrong. But yeah, I guess I'll give it to Ignatius.
Oh no, give it to Ode. Definitely give it to Ode.
Oh,
I
the
think
crime
it's-
lord.
It's not like he's going to sell you socks or anything.
Sell your own socks back.
Oh,
to
my wand's got metal accents on it. Why did I do that?
We'll wrap it in something non-conductive.
God damn, no, I've got to take my wand out as well. So I don't have a spell focus. Okay, and I will, like, very cautiously and with, like, in a kind of hunched posture, slowly make my way under the first arc to see if it comes down and strikes me.
Under the first one.
Under the first, yeah, in between the two kind of first. Uh-oh.
Oh, you rolled some.
Nothing happened. Can you move yourself forward for me, please?
Yeah, sorry. I would probably
Nothing
Uh,
happens.
about there. Nothing's happening.
Run.
Can I have you two at the like end of the hallway ready to heal me, or like?
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna take a lower posture and still slowly make my way. Can I do perception? There's no creatures, there's no electrical creatures bouncing between these things or other malicious forces. I'm just gonna keep moving one square at a time until you say.
I'm starting to agree with
Well, hold on,
the,
stop, slow
what's
down.
David's
Uh-oh.
people's front about nobles, you know.
Did you say that? You can't see any lightning creatures.
Okay. Oh, I don't like you rolling.
Stop.
Uh-oh.
You put your foot down and you hear a click, and you suddenly start to levitate.
Oh,
Okay.
Can I have a dexterity saving throw, please?
Alright, I'm probably going to lucky this. Abilities.
So you all see Aldred just suddenly starts to rise upwards, and you're hearing this hum of the bars.
What are you casting that for? Why can't you fly on the pit? Wrong room, wrong room.
That's the dex check. Dex save is exactly the same thing for me. Yeah, so if this is not good, I'm going to take... okay, so let's just see. Oh, no need to take a lucky for that.
Okay. As you're kind of like starting to rise, you're grabbing hold of us, whatever you can kind of like grab hold of, or fighting it against it. So you take 3 points of damage.
Am I still levitating?
You are still levitating.
Okay. Did I take 6 or 3? 3. So this spell does not seem to be dissipating. I'm just gonna. I'm not strong enough to climb my way back. I'm gonna Misty Step because that only takes a verbal component.
Have you got Misty Step left?
Yeah, that's my last one.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, I'll Misty Step back into the hallway. And,
Into the hallway. Oh, sorry, let me just show you what you can kind of see from where you are.
You could have just Misty stepped across the pitfall trap.
I know, but that's.
To which way do you want to go? Hallway or forwards?
I suspect they join.
You suspect.
3, 2.
Oh, I'm going back to the hallway. Aldred's way more of a coward.
Okay. You Misty Step back to the hallway.
Is he
Aldred
still
just a
floating?
pit. Yes. And then he falls.
Ah. I was going to say we could tie a rope to him and shove him across the pit.
Yeah, we're still levitating. So there's a trap there. I kind of like shake my hands. Just...
His hair's all sticking out.
Yeah.
Do you want to drink one of the potions you've got?
Probably good. Yeah. Can someone else try? I'm gonna gesture for my my arcane focus is back and my signet ring back. Still shaking my hand because it hurts like a bitch.
Mm-hmm. Ode is just gonna like dart down there.
Down where? Down where?
Down the
You're not gonna
electric
search for
corridor.
traps. The things that made me levitate that you know are there.
I'll get past them. It'll be fine.
Yes,
I
run it.
step in the same one you did. It'll be fine.
Okay. So you're going down the corridor, yeah?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
dashing.
Okay, well, as soon as you get to there, you start to levitate. Your kind of forward momentum carries you to maybe there, and make a dex save.
Oh.
What are the deck saves on it? Ah, here we go.
Cool.
Oh,
Oh, no.
And you take 3 the exact same.
Oh!
3 points of lightning damage. Your momentum will carry you kind of forward to probably about there. Make me another dex save.
that's fine.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so
Well,
you're
okay.
going to take half. So you take another 2. And you're all shook up when you
That's how you do it, guys.
and you kind of like land down there, and then after a few seconds, kind of come down to earth.
What can you
It'll
say?
be Grease lightning.
Greasy lightning.
How much is a healing potion? Is it a certain D plus a certain number?
D4 plus 2. No, 2D4 plus 2. I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
then
size were they?
drinking one would heal me to fill then, wouldn't it?
So potion of healing is 2d4 plus
2d4 plus
2.
Yeah.
Why do we doubt? Why do we doubt Ben? Here's the eternal. Here's the alpha Ben. Oh, and the eternal Ben. And the room opens up, and they do indeed join.
So he's found a way across.
Okay.
So this pit is only 10 foot deep, by the way, guys.
So we could feasibly put a rope down there and just very carefully walk across it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, because you could rope us up the other side, no?
Mm.
Yeah, I know which one I want to take.
How big are the spikes?
Bigger than a hedgehog, not as big as a spear.
Alright, so
Right.
you could...
Everyone goes, oh, right, okay, yeah, cool. That's the most vague.
Are they metal or wood or?
Primarily wood. They're jagged and they're menacing, and they've got like bits of glass attached to them and stuff like that.
That's like the top of a wall in the 80s.
Yeah, basically, yeah. The back wall of a pub down at a cliff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the floor of said pub. And the seat.
Yeah. And a Saturday night down said
Yeah.
pub.
The only issue is, what do we tie the rope off to on this end?
The door.
A bird.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Tight to that skeleton statue.
Oh, that's definitely not a good idea.
Yeah, how sturdy is that? Can I have a look at the statue and see how sturdy it is? That's not me.
It's pretty sturdy. It's like fastened into the wall. Looks like it's kind of like part of the wall more than anything else. You grab at it and tug and pull, and it's not come off.
Well, I'll tie a rope to its arm then.
Well, no, wait, which way does the door open? The door that I'm beside right now. Does it open into the spike room or out of the spike room?
It opens into the spiked room.
That's not helpful. If it opened the other way, it would be.
I think yeah, it seems sturdy. I'll tie a rope off to it and lower it down then.
Can you just... can someone... like climb down it?
In fairness, you could probably just find a less spiky spot and just let yourself drop.
Is there any malicious looking creatures or disturbed earth down there?
Make a perception check. Just chuck it down the tower.
How sturdy is the door attached to its hinges?
Fairly sturdy. Sturdy enough.
Would I feasibly be able to pull it off and then drop the door down there so we've got something to land on instead?
Oh, you've got various tools, I guess. So yeah, you could.
Yeah.
It's not a. You wouldn't necessarily know whether putting weight on the door would cause the spikes to come through or not. You can't see any malicious creatures, Aldred.
Okay. Or disturbed earth.
I'm going to take the door off its hinges and drop it down there then.
Yeah, you're a forged cleric, so I'm going to assume that you have normal tools, spanner, a hammer, C4. You're only supposed to blow the bloody door. Yeah, so you take it off the hinges. So that's a 5 by 7 foot door, maybe.
So I'm going to drop it down that way. Oh, you can't see, so
Long way.
like so that it's lengthways, so it's across the both squares as much as it can be.
Yeah, okay. So you smash it down there, and it kind of rests unevenly because the spikes aren't a uniform height.
And then I'll lower myself down gingerly onto said door and see
Okay.
what happens.
Okay, make me a athletics check with advantage.
Woo!
99 potions of heal on the wall, 99 potions of healing. Aldrin goes down, passes around 98 bottles of potions of healing.
You are fine. You kind of like land on it and you start to surf a little bit on it, and you're a bit wobbling, but by bracing yourself against the walls in the corner, you're able to kind of rest on it, so you're like there.
Cool. Can I see a way to step off it without getting immediately spiked?
Yeah, you've been very careful, and as soon as you get down to the bottom, and with your heavy armor, you can almost like force yourself away through. The spikes on the top of the danger's on top of the spikes, so kind of now that you're down there, you lower yourself down.
I will
you can kind
bash my way through them with my warhammer as I go.
Okay, can you make me a dex saving throw, please?
Ooh,
As soon as Ode stepped on the eastern edge of the pit, you hear a click.
Oh,
What?
how do I do this? Oh, it's that one.
All of a sudden, there's like almost an explosion, and all of the spikes shoot upwards, up towards the ceiling, and shoot past you, Iggy. A number of them connecting with you, and you take 8 points of damage.
Ouch. Oh, I'm back where I was.
Ode just looks
Thanks.
down at his feet and notices the stone pressure plate that he clearly stood on, having failed his perception check just a few moments earlier.
Well, are they still wooden shafts underneath these bits of wood? Underneath the
No,
spikes?
they've been fired. They've been fired upwards now.
At
They're
this
all
point,
stuck
I'm on
in the
to,
ceiling.
At this point, I'm on to 97 bottles of potions of healing.
I hope you've got one of them potions of healing when I get over.
so they're all
So-
stuck in the ceiling now.
Yeah.
Can I walk through?
It's very easy to walk through now because all the spikes.
Okay, then let's do that.
I'll
thing
wander
again.
across then.
Yeah.
Is the
Why
door
couldn't you have
stuck
done
to the
that
ceiling?
earlier?
Oh, stop. Sorry. Aldred.
Oh, I was just asking, is the door stuck to the ceiling?
The door's been pretty much lacerated as these things have fired their way through.
I'll put a rope down to help those up.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, very easy to lift them up now.
Let's do that thing then.
I'll just follow then.
You have healing spells.
I do have healing spells. I'm down to. I've got two level 1s and 2 level 2s left for healing slots, for spell slots. I will heal myself again.
Heal thyself. Okay.
No, don't waste a spell slot, brother. I'll give you the other potion of healing.
Thanks.
You just say thanks or wanks.
I said thanks.
Bit of both.
So what was it? How do I heal myself with a healing potion?
You drink it.
I mean, with dice.
This one's a suppository.
2d.
Oh,
2d4 plus 2.
How do I make these get more?
If you just roll it, I'll adjust your hit points. It's fine.
I'm trying to work it out. You can make the roll. How'd you do 2 dice at once? Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So 6.
Grand total of
Statistically
6.
average, is it? No, one higher statistically average.
Oh, it's been ups and downs today.
Okay. And you see that there's a door in front of you.
Should we check for traps on the way to the door?
Yes, let's.
No.
Nah.
So this is a silver door. It's all silver plated, and it's engraved with various circles of varying sizes.
Did we have a silver key?
You
Fenn,
do
can you
have a
pick
silver
it?
key.
I think we got the key.
We have the key.
I know, but just see if you can pick it.
Yeah, so it's silver plated iron door engraved with circles of varying sizes. It is locked.
Use silver key.
Unlocks it.
Woohoo.
You going through it?
Yeah, push it open.
Push it open and have a look.
Okay, you push it open. Opens out into a small antechamber, and that is filled with polished steel spheres, ranging in diameter from about 6 inches up to a couple of feet, and they start to come tumbling out. Everybody make me a dex check.
Oh,
Ugh.
Jesus.
Well, a save or a check?
Saving throw, dex saving throw.
Oh,
Why not spend a lucky? Because I didn't do that in previous thingies. So that's 1 lucky, guys. Yes, much better.
Oh, can I? How does my inspiration work?
You declare that you're going to use it before the roll, and then you.
Alright, never mind.
That's why Lucky's bullshit, because you can declare it after you see your own roll, but not after it's been said whether it passed or failed.
Iggy is clearly not quite with it and takes a further 8 points of damage.
Oh, look at your heal.
Fucking hell.
As he gets crushed by some of the heavier ones. And Ode, who is not laughing quite so much now, as he takes 5 points of damage. Clearly again
What were
hit.
they?
And Ode and Iggy, you're knocked prone, so it's just a load of heavy steel balls come tumbling down, smashing into you, then kind of like roll down both of the corridors. You hear.
I can't wait till I'm resistant to bludgeoning. How do I cast at a higher level?
That's an interesting question.
That is a good point. Actually, I've never thought about that.
Because both my heals will do me better at a higher level.
Yeah. And then you see through, there is the walls of the chamber, the rough and dirty tan-coloured bricks. There's rubbish everywhere. It's like a teenager's bedroom. Mm-hmm. There's trinkets, and you see some coins in there. You see some weapons, some bones, and just like meat, which is desiccated. And just literally littered, a lot more thick than it looks to be on the image. So you can't really see much of the blue stone at all.
Well, I'm going to cast my Cure Wounds at 2nd level, so it's 2d8 plus 3, so I'll roll it on here if you can add it on, because I can't work out how to thing it. That's an 8?
I suspect you probably have to create an action for it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do that at some point.
The thing is, though, the spells will immediately jump into their appropriate spell level, so I don't know if you'd be able to pick up the spell again and drop it into a different level, maybe?
I'm sure there'll be plenty of YouTube.
I'll have a read how to do it, but for the minute, just for expediency, I'll do it this way.
Yeah.
So it's that plus 3. So 11 back.
So you're on 6 wounds.
So did these metal balls then? Some of them fell in the pit and the electrical chamber. Am I right?
Yep, that's right. Yep.
Okay.
I guess we search this.
Did the ones rolling down the electrical chamber set off all the other levitations? Is there now some?
They're just like over there, getting electricity arcing. It's like you can hear it crackling and humming and crackling and smashing and banging and all kinds of carnage.
Well, I'm going to stand up now then. Now that I've healed myself while laying down.
Yep.
Any valuables that I can see nearby in this this room of rubbish?
There's coins and there's some swords, there's some equipment.
Is that blood?
Trinkets. There's some trinkets.
Any creatures hidden?
So
make perception checks. So Fenn, over by this kind of like, hold on there. So I'll just give you the old there. You notice a very faint, similar to the other secret door that you found in the wall.
Oh.
Does it look like these things were crushed from above?
No.
Does it look like they were crushed from below?
No.
Either side.
Were they crushed emotionally?
Are they in piles?
They are.
Does it look like the trash compactor?
No.
I will skip over here.
Okay, stop.
Uh-oh.
You died 17 times on the way.
2 seconds.
It's
Can
a
you
compact
make
movie.
me a dex saving throw, please?
Hang on, once Spanish content crashed.
We need to get better at checking for traps.
No!
Oh, the irony of this. So you get to about there and you hear a clink, and then immediately a bear trap smashes into your ankle. You take 7 points of damage. Oh, the irony. And you're restrained. You can't move any further. Everybody make perception rolls for me, please.
Was my previous perception roll not enough to see anything?
No.
Okay. Do I make another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm rather distracted.
In the dice tower.
Do you hear a click?
From?
From where Fenn was heading to, and you hear kind of a shuffling of bones as you see some animated skeletons start to shuffle.
Oh.
Did I just turn on dead?
Did I see the bear trap go up on Fenn's leg?
You did indeed.
You heard me shouting some expletives that can't ever be repeated to anyone.
So let's have some initiative.
You know, Fenn, this could be a good thing. I heard the ox uses bear traps often.
Not on himself.
Initiative rolls, please.
That's great. See,
I was hoping it would be you.
So, looking at my cantrips, I'm not sure how effective they are in skeleton.
I've got Sacred Flame, and I've got Turn Undead as well.
Yeah, because I assume they're not too bothered by the cold.
We're fine.
I'm assuming they're not too bothered by the heat either.
So has everybody rolled initiative? I've got initiative from Fenn, Aldred, Iggy, and Ode. Oh, and they rolled shite initiative. Okay, fine.
Yes!
Finally,
something goes right!
So let me just move it around to... Ooh, I didn't want to do that. Let me just do that again.
Oh.
Should end on Ode, yeah.
Right, and let me just set that down to 0. So, Ode,
Can I spend my action helping one of my good buddies, who's always helped me when I was in a jam? I'll help him out of his bear trap.
Yeah, I could probably do it to help.
Yeah.
What's your strength?
I have 0 modifier.
Mine's a 0 modifier.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's classic. Yeah, okay. Make me a strength check.
Both of us are just...
Strength
Oh well, so Ode's
to
using
do it.
it. So yeah, so he's using his action. Yes,
Oh.
yeah. You click it open. You click it open.
Nice.
Ah, thank God for that.
Okay.
Let's
So
say I'm never there for you.
I'll give you
yeah,
a hug.
that's yours. Okay.
I'll move next actor. I presume that took a turn to do.
Sorry,
I presume that took a turn to do.
that's an action. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'll move on to the next one.
Aldred.
Okay, so Aldred will just take a step forward and be super courageous and not move any further. And he'll say, "The enemy are upon us!" And I'll cast a firebolt at skeleton number 1.
Okay.
Wow, this is anticlimactic, right? I can't find my spell.
These things have short bows and then short swords sheathed as well.
Right. I'm assuming they're not friendly though. Oh, don't do that.
They're glowing red eyes, pinpricks of light, and they radiate negative energy. So you probably wouldn't take them. You wouldn't take them out to the pub.
Right. Still hit.
The very glass is half empty kind of skeleton.
Yeah.
Firebolt.
Firebolt races into its ribcage and smashes into it, shattering everything with little bits of splinter as they kind of go. Anything else?
I've got a bonus action, but I don't think that does anything. So next, oops. Oh, it doesn't matter if I click twice.
Fenn.
Okay, so I will draw Aldred's dagger he passed to me and never asked for back.
I did. I said I gestured for my things back. My hand.
I can check the record.
I don't remember him asking.
Literally, the first thing I did after getting out of the electricity.
I think you probably did, to be fair.
And especially my spell focuses back.
Okay, I'll use one of my own daggers then, and I'll
Can you go for? You can go for 2 2 attempts.
and I will use my bonus action to do inquisitive fighting to kind of size up the skeleton, and then I'll just launch a dagger at one of their heads.
You'll do what?
More rogue bullshit.
Inquisitive what?
Strike.
Insightful fighting. Sorry, not inquisitive fighting. It basically gives me sneak attack.
If
You have to spend a bonus action to do it.
So basically, he's trying to figure out where the thing's going to move, and then try and line up his shot accordingly. Is how it's like flavored.
Right,
It's
let me have a
basically
look at this.
So I have to
Let me
make
look
an
at
insight check.
insightful.
It's
Again,
like in the
ability.
Downey Jr. It's like in the Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes film where he does the flash forward. He's like, right, hit him there, hit him there.
Basically, the skeleton has to make a deception check against my insight check. Basically,
Oh well,
I'm
these are fantastic at deception checks.
What we don't actually realise is they're not actually skeletons.
They do have a great poker face. To be fair.
I mean, my insight is 21, so.
You think it's going to stand where it is and fire its bow at you on account of it pulling back the bowstring. It decides it's not going to use its legendary action to bluff. What kind of bullshit is this? How many times a day do you get to use that?
Every
Infinite!
It's just a bonus action.
Really?
Oh, you use a
It's
bonus
a bonus
action.
action.
Okay, use a bonus action. So you're not going to try and dash across to them?
No, I am.
Throwing a dagger.
I've learned from that.
Okay, go and
Kadunk.
make the
How do
hit.
And I was going to use my inspiration die to roll twice. How do I do that?
Just give yourself
Just-
advantage. Oh, no, there's an
yeah.
inspiration. You can click inspiration, can't you? No, just click
Okay, yeah.
advantage.
Yes, good. Man.
Yeah, take away your inspiration and click advantage.
On Skeletor.
On Skeletor. Nice, hits.
So that is. Plus sneak attack damage.
Oh, okay. Well, it is, I think, dead, actually, as it happens. Yeah. So he drops. Okay. So Egg.
I will sacred flame the remaining skeleton. Oh,
Okay. You can see now that
skeleton
one's
3's
gone.
appeared.
Yeah, skeleton 3 comes out. So what are you doing?
Do we want to keep fighting these, or do we want to like hit them with shit? I can make them all run away.
There's only one there.
Yeah, keep fighting them for the time being, and hopefully there's more.
I will sacred flame skeleton number 2.
Okay.
Let's attack that one.
You have to drop the save on the creature.
Yeah, like that way, yeah.
So it fails.
Yes.
What do I? Then I drop its damage on it.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I think that's all I can pretty much do at the minute.
Okay. So skeleton 2 is going to take a shot at its closest fellow, which is you, Fenn.
Crit! Ah, going down.
That's it's taking revenge for the bullshit.
Yep.
Oh, that's a pretty pathetic crit, though.
Yeah. I'll re-roll that. I'll re-roll that, shall I? And stays exactly where it is, like it was told to. And then moves forward. Skeleton 3 takes a pace forward and does the same.
Is this like a cupboard full of them? Like, is there more behind?
But that one shoots completely off. Now that you kind of pay attention, and kind of like having a look over that area a little bit more, you see that there are indeed more skeletons.
Oh.
No. It's this endless skeleton spawn.
That can it shoot? It's lining up a shot.
Oh, Jesus, loads.
Yeah, I'd let you shoot. So that's going to take a
go
shot
down the
at
combat tracker.
Ode.
They're on the combat
Completely
tracker.
misses. Then that second rank one, you could get a shot probably in at Fenn. Yeah, you could get a shot in at Fenn.
It's
Fenn's starting to look like a pin
It
cushion.
hits. Oh, that's interesting. Minimal amount of damage. And the next guy can't really get line of fire through the others. So it goes back to Ode.
Oh, that's awkward.
I don't think I've actually got any ranged attacks. Well, I can throw a dagger.
Be a dodge tank and dance in front
That's
of
what I
it.
just did. I threw a dagger and took one out.
You threw a dagger and took one out that I had already done 8 damage.
Yeah, but I did more than 8 damage to it.
Okay, Ode, what are you doing?
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We go straight in.
Wait, okay, DC, can I have a stop, Dex save throw. Dex saving throw.
Oh, God, I'm doing more crap.
Can I use my inspiration?
Yeah.
On that.
Yeah.
Click advantage.
Oh,
Okay, so that gets you to there.
Okay.
Does he need to make another deck save?
Yep.
Every
God,
square
everywhere.
is a bear trap.
Is that every square?
Not every square, it's every 10-foot movement.
Okay, well, I'll get to there anyway.
Okay, so another... I'll move you to a square. Okay.
Okay.
Ow.
Oh,
You are restrained as one slaps itself around your leg.
Well, okay, that's okay, because I don't need to move for this.
You take 4 points of damage.
As I cast Thunderwave.
Oh!
good idea.
Okay.
That's going to hit at least 4 of them, right?
Yeah, it's going to
Is that
get these... Is it 15 feet? 15-foot cube in front of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to get all of them.
I thought it was around you. Have I been
Is it,
thinking about Thunderwave wrong this whole time?
Yeah, we did get Thunderwave wrong at some point.
Okay.
Thunderwave, ho! Thunderwave, 15-foot cube originating from you. So you'll get so 5. So it's you're gonna get 4.
4 of them.
Yep.
I'm happy with that. My issue is, in terms of casting it, who do I drop this on? Because it's an area thing, isn't it?
Yeah, so let me make their saves for them.
Okay.
So they get a con save, yeah?
Yeah, DC 13.
DC 13. So skeleton. So you are skeleton 3. Let's start with you, skeleton 3. Where's your abilities? Your attributes are there. Oh, not got bad con actually. DC 13. Oh, he makes that. So 3 has made it. Oh, sorry.
Well, still going to be taking half.
Yep.
Number 2.
Yeah, let's do 4 next actually, so because that's where I was. 4 has failed it. Number 2 is going to fail it. Skeleton 5. Skeleton 5 comes in and Fails it. Okay, so do you want to roll damage?
Yeah, I very much would like to roll damage.
2d8.
Oh,
Whoa.
I'll take the first one.
Feels
Yeah,
legit. So let's get this right then. So 3 pass. So 4, 2, and 5 take 7 points of damage. 4.
Yeah.
4 takes 7. 5 takes 7. 2 takes 7. And then 3 takes 3.
Don't they all get blasted back?
Those that fail get blasted back.
Right.
I don't know. It feels that pushed 10 feet away and isn't pushed. In addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area effect automatically pushed away from you by spells. Right, so it's a massive boom.
Stop flying bear traps at us, guys!
Yeah, well, no, it's going to fire them at these. So it was skeleton 3 passed, didn't they? So 5 gets shoved. Is it 10 feet away?
10 feet.
To there. 4 gets shoved to there. He gets banged into there and then falls forward there, I'll say. Can you roll me... in fact, make me a dex saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. So one bear trap kind of like shoots forward. Just flies through the air, like loads of trinkets, loads of stuff fly through the air. And this skeleton 5 can get a dex saving throw.
Oh,
Weaponizing bear traps. Ox could learn a lot.
He fails it. And a bear trap smashes into him, doing 1 point of damage to skeleton 5, and it smashes onto his rib cage, and it's just like it's dangling there on a rib. But you are now restrained, so you have the effect restrained.
Well, I was already restrained, so...
You were playing it restrained. Okay, cool. Anything else, Ode?
No, I think that's about as much as I can do at the moment.
Yeah.
Can you inspire us with a bonus action?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Now, I'm going to...
Beat that.
I'm going to give Aldred inspiration.
Oh.
I'm going to say to him, if you were braver, you could do stuff like this.
That's inspirational. That's a kind of motivation that I'd be up for. If you were any good, you'd be good.
If you're any good, you'd be me.
Yeah.
So you get a D6 20 roll.
Which, because of the level of motivation, is going to take away from whatever you have as the depression kicks in. Okay.
Well, I am a bard of whispers.
That's true.
Yeah, you don't do inspirational.
Bard of Whispers, cast the loudest first level spell.
Your ears are ringing as they kind of go. Okay, so let's move down to Aldred.
Right. So I think I know what I'm going to do, but I kind of can't see the skeletons that have been pushed back on my screen. Would it be fair to say I can see them if I'm standing there, the ones that have been pushed off the screen?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course, because I haven't actually revealed this bit that you can then see.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what happened to that skeleton. It's going forwards there. That's all a bit crazy. It's all a bit crazy.
Right.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you can see all of those skeletons.
Gold back there.
Ignatius is like, excuse me?
Yeah. I'm meant to make them run away.
So there's one in front of Ode.
Oh, they're all prone as well, I reckon.
It doesn't matter because I'm using magic missile.
Well, okay, but it matters. They're pushed back, but I'm going to say that they're fallen prone. Yeah, I'm going to give you that benefit. Magic missile away then, boys.
It's not a benefit to me, but
Yeah.
especially if I'm doing any other attack. Where's it is lagging something fierce. Right, that's skeleton 3. Skeleton 2, who's heavily damaged. I'm going to kill Steel, hopefully.
I'm satisfied with my bit.
Oh, what a slow dice. Still there.
How many do I get for a first level? I think it's...
It's like
Three.
three,
innit?
3, 4, 12, some number.
3.
Skeleton 2, die. That's better.
Is that what you call him? Skeleton 2. Just die.
Got big 2 written on him.
3. You get 3. Oh, yeah. Skeleton 2 is down. Skeleton 2 is down. I repeat, Skeleton 2 is down.
And this comes in on a tannoy system.
Yeah, that's right. Skeleton 2
Clean up in aisle 2.
is down. Skeletons 2. Aisle 3. Okay.
That's the most off. So I've damaged skeleton.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Great stuff. Okay. Next. Anything else? Fenn.
No, I can't do
I am pretty badly injured by this point.
Your leg hurts like a bugger as well. Captain Bacon Hands is slowly, laughing away to himself in the Chultees jail.
Do we have any potions left apart from the one? And there's one in the party sheet.
Are you having this chat? Any potions, anyone?
I think there's 2 left.
I might swig the party sheet one because I'm nearly dead.
Go for it.
Who's carrying that?
It's just in the party
I don't
sheet.
think it was ever declared who was carrying that one.
So I'll just say 1, 2, 3, 4 in combat tracker order. So it's carried by Iggy.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I will head back that way.
Throw a dagger before you do, and then you can.
Dexterity saving throw.
Ah, what? How many bear traps are there?
Loads. You're like really carefully looking now, and you manage to get there without triggering a bear trap.
Okay. And I will. Do you think it costs more than a round to load my crossbow and fire it?
Well, given that you're moving,
Crossbow, isn't it?
are you getting a potion as well?
I'll do that next round.
Okay. So I'm going to say that kind of like you move back there. You didn't really have your crossbow out, so it's going to take you around to get it all set up.
Right, I'll just get it out. That's my go. I'll just get it out and set up. Ready.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Ignatius. What's the rest of your name, Ignatius?
I did actually write this down. I went and looked it up.
I want to say Ignatius T Bone, but I don't really know why.
It's Korok. Khorok.
KH.
OROK.
So if we shorten both of them, your name is Ingot.
That works.
Okay. Anyway, Ingot, what are you doing?
Skeleton 4 is ready to die again.
Right. Well, what I'll do. It's an action to give him a potion, isn't it?
You didn't really have it ready, so going to your backpack, getting it, hand it across to him would be an action. Yeah.
I will do that as an action, and then as a bonus action, I will cast spiritual weapon.
Oh, clever.
Where would you like your spiritual weapon to be?
I'll have it appear right next to in the doorway, next to the skeleton.
More specific.
Well, the 3 of them are back. I'll have it outside the little corridor thing.
Next to Ode.
Yeah. So 1 square in front of Ode, next diagonally down from Ode.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And it's in the shape of a giant flaming hammer.
Yeah, I need to get a token, don't I, for this, really? Let's see if I can get a token.
Can a bear trap catch a spiritual weapon?
No, it floats around.
Jumps up and grabs it.
Can a bear trap be a spiritual weapon?
How many times have we used a bear trap and not once for a bear? We need to rename these traps. Yeah.
I don't know if I've got a token for this. No, clearly don't.
Can you just do a little like an annotation, like a spell circle, like what would it be? How do you do it again?
I'm gonna make it that. Where do you want it to be?
What is it? I can't see it.
It's a little angry man in chainmail with a.
I can't
With
see
a-
it.
Yeah, it's not actually that great because it doesn't really.
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah, I
can
see
see
it.
it.
There we go.
Yeah, it does kind of blend in, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, basically there. So it's south of Skeleton 3. And I'm then going to attack a Skeleton 3 with it.
Hold on a minute. Let me delete that token.
That looks spiritual weapony.
Let's just say that's the spiritual weapon. That will the wisp.
Yeah, with my little blue ball.
So this glowing warhammer.
Yeah.
So
It's a flaming warhammer.
it flames with flames with the
Quite
same
similar to my-
flames with the same color as Iggy's beard. And it's a stout warhammer. It's a dwarven warhammer shaped and sized for a dwarf. It's got this massive head on it. I was going to say bulbous head, but decided better. And you see the crest of Moradin shining brightly as it swings down.
And then it attacks number 3.
Okay. Smashes into Skeleton 3. Bludgeoning damage, I reckon.
It's 1d8 plus 3 force.
Force damage, okay, fair dues.
Yeah.
Force damage.
I think the extra damage if it was bludgeoning, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would do. Yeah, so it smashes into Skeleton 3.
Yep.
No, okay, you did the damage to yourself.
Oh, give me 6 back then and take 6 off the skeleton.
Skeleton 3, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's maybe do it that way. The Warhammer flies across in a rage. Clearly Iggy's angered Moradin as it smacks him across the chops. So, you can only...
Get in the fight, stop standing at the...
Okay, anything else, Iggy?
No, that's it.
Yeah, and you hand across to your companion, Fenn, the healing potion. Skeleton...
It count as pouring it into his mouth, wouldn't it, if it was an action?
Yes.
Is it an action to feed him it effectively?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So he did.
Yes.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
Yep.
And they look into each other's eyes romantically afterwards.
It's like a Lady in the Tramp moment. I'm casting spiritual weapon and pouring it in with my mouth.
The easiest way to do it would be to pour it into your mouth and then just kiss. And...
Oh, yeah.
No, just foul in it.
It's just all beard, though.
Yeah, it tickles a little bit when he does
It
it.
filters, you see. Hold the beard over you and it just drops in.
Yeah, you feel his beard wrap around you like an Illithid's tentacles. Could you roll 2d4 plus 2 for me, please, so you can see what he's healing? Well, that costs us a viewer.
Yes, leave!
Could have 2d4 plus 2. 9. Oh, nice.
That's a good potion of healing.
So make sure you down to 12. Okay.
It was the spit that made it better.
Yep. Okay.
Cleric spit.
So the skeleton drops its short bow and has a go at Ode with its short sword, having advantage because you're restrained and can't really move out of the way. It lashes into you, piercing you with its short sword, its rusty short sword.
Uh-oh.
Have you had a tetanus shot recently?
And then it passes across. That takes an action to stand. That is skeleton 5. Skeleton 5 wasn't skeleton 5 was affected. Skeleton 4 wasn't affected, was it?
No, because they were damaged by. There was only.
Oh, it's skeleton 6 is undamaged.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
skeleton 6 is
Skeleton
undamaged.
5 stands. Skeleton 6 kind of takes a pace forward to the spiritual weapon, and is going to have a go at it. What's the AC of a spiritual weapon? It can't be hit, can it? Can't be targeted.
No.
Oh, well, the skeleton doesn't know that,
It's
right?
just there in the doorway.
Yeah. So it swings at it essentially, and it kind of like I'll have to think about that. But anyway, it's slightly confused, and then we go back to Ode.
I'm at a quandary. Do I cast Cure Wounds on myself? Make a dodge action.
Second Thunderwave.
I did think about it, but I think I'll only hit one of them. No, I'll only hit two of them.
Yeah, but mind you go by Thogric's. Like he's invincible because everything's dead before they have a chance to damage. So use that strategy. Use that.
What are you
strategy.
doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Cure Wounds upon myself.
Yep. Okay.
Which is D. How many things open? 1d8 plus spellcasting mod. Okay, I'll sort that. I'm getting round to 6 rounds. We'll say I'll do that. I'm going to pass on to the next person while I figure out how to navigate this.
Okay. Aldred.
Right. Oh, I hear it jumps back to me. I can't see the skeleton. Skeleton number 3 is looking a bit shaky, so let's just. Where's just a cantrip? Firebolt, I reckon. Is that it?
Hit.
Yeah, okay. I was trying to work out what's going on. So you haven't actually healed your wounds there, so you go down to 16. Ode. Okay, cool. Yep, okay, Skeleton 3 takes some damage, and it's really looking in bits. Part of it is like sort of slightly blackened now from the fire as it's singed, but still remains there. Anything else, Aldred?
No.
Okay.
I'll just pass on the trap.
So Fenn, you're back in the game.
I will bonus action to do my. Is it insightful fighting again?
Yep. Okay. So again, switch.
Does your crossbow need a load action?
Oh, we said that we dealt with that last round.
We did that last
repairing stuff.
You'd get sneak attack anyway because it's engaged with Ode.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get double sneak attack.
Against what? It's deception.
Yeah.
You don't know what it's gonna do. The skeleton has outfoxed you. It looks at you.
Regular sneak attack.
It looks at you, and it kind of like just taps its head, just kind of like.
So skeleton 3. I can't see the names on there.
Yeah, skeleton 3 is the one that's engaged with Ode.
Yeah. Skeleton 3. So the one that's engaged with Ode.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to fire a crossbow between Ode's legs into the skeleton.
What can go wrong? Remember that Ode's actually attached to the ground with a. I don't. Yeah, he will be. Yeah.
He talks like a cowboy. He'd walk like one.
Yeah, that's right.
See?
There we go.
You do indeed. You fire. You kind of like get down into a crouch, aim between his legs, and say, "Ode, have faith." And it crumbles into dust.
Just making sure.
Yep.
Massive overkill.
Okay. Anything else?
That's my go.
Okay. Iggy.
Can I see that skeleton 6 from where I'm stood?
If you were to move a pace upwards, then you would be able to. You get a better
Just
view.
stand
of
in
it.
front of me. Yeah.
You can't. You can't move into spaces like that. You have to respect the grid.
Excuse me.
Aldred, deck save.
I just shove Aldred out the way.
Push him into the bear
Set it against
traps.
the wall and die.
I will.
Go on, run. Go on, do it.
No, I don't need to. I can. I'm good. I can see it. I'm going to sacred flame it.
Yep.
From where I am, so that's number 6, isn't it? So.
Yep. The skeleton saves.
Yeah, the skeleton saves against that.
So he doesn't get. He saves against my.
Iggy gets it in on the rebound.
Is it half damage then?
I
know
know.
it's
Is it a cantrip?
Because cantrips no half damage.
No, it just missed.
So I'll clobber it with my spiritual weapon then.
Yep. Okay.
As my bonus action.
Yep.
I will attack number 6. Sure, it's actually on number 6, not on someone else.
Yeah, that's funny as well. That's your spell attack modifier, isn't
And I miss.
it? You don't cover it.
Yeah, this skeleton is clearly the antithesis of Moradin. It's resisting Moradin's deific power.
Damn you!
Looking closer, is it a dwarven skeleton?
It is a dwarven skeleton. It worships.
Actually, the risen corpse of Moradin.
Yes, that's right. Anything else, Iggy?
No, that's me done.
Okay, skeleton 4 steps
Here they come.
forward, and then steps forward, and then implacably takes a pace forward.
Is he dodging bear traps as he goes?
He's not taking more than 10-foot movement. He's not taking 10-foot movement. In fact, he's taking 5-foot. It's only in this area. Their area isn't littered with them, and it takes a swing at Ode with its short sword.
Of course it does.
And it hits because of that sweet advantage. Doing 6 points of damage to Ode, who is still there because he healed himself last turn. Skeleton 6 is still rather confused and doing a little successful jig. Skeleton 5 comes forward, and clearly it can feel the deific power of Ignatius. And he takes a go with his short sword.
Short sword?
His short bow, missing completely. Skeleton 6 is the one who's doing the little jig, and then back to you, Ode.
So he sees these skeletons come menacingly towards him. Just fuck the lot of you. Make that Thunderwave again.
Okay, so these are dex
Is it like
saves.
strumming a massive power
Con, it's con, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's con save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more
Just
like
describe.
breaking the sound barrier.
Describe it. So that one fails. DC.
It meets it, so it beats
Oh,
it.
okay. This one.
Hooray!
He's got them dice on again. He's clicked that thing.
Sorry, hold on a minute. That's not the right thing I wanted to do.
Oh, look, he's got it automatically set to 13.
That one fails. So skeleton 6 fails. Did you want to roll damage? And they're taking half, aren't they?
Except skeleton
Some of them
6.
will be taking half
Yeah, apart from skeleton 6.
the damage.
Oh,
Yes.
oh yeah.
That's good.
So skeleton 6 smashes into smithereens. Completely obliterated. And these are taking 7, yeah? Skeleton
They're taking 6. They're taking 6.
6. Skeleton 4. Just obliterated again. Smashes into pieces. And skeleton 5. Completely obliterated. Smashes into pieces.
Nice.
So, Ode just stands there, gets out his loot, goes, clearly he chose the natural resonance frequency of the skeletons this time. And they just explode into fragments. One of the skeletal fragments gets him in his eye and does 3 points of damage to him. And
At that point, I just
very joking. Very joking.
more of exhaustion than.
That's what happens.
Does he have to check for the bear traps again?
Yeah, he lands on another bear trap. His arm is ripped from its socket.
My leg is still in a bear trap.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, you are still in a bear trap. Yeah.
Yeah. Can we carefully make our way over there? without
Aldred
stepping
is
on
just
the
going
bear
to take a
trap?
stick and start hitting the ground. Can I take a decently long moment? Like, struck by
What
bear
mage
trap?
hand you can start doing that with?
No, I didn't take mage hand.
Well, I wish I thought of it because I've got mage hand.
Okay. So what you're going over there with a with a like a stick, triggering bear traps along as you go.
Yeah, with bits.
I'll
of,
use my
parts of the
spiritual
trigger
weapon
bear
to
traps.
trigger them for the remaining 30 seconds or whatever it is it's got up. I'll just run it along the floor between us and them.
Also, did Old Thunderwaves throw debris into other bear traps?
No, not again. His first one did. It scattered stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
But the second one didn't. So you start to smash. There is a surprising number of bear traps, and they are really difficult to kind of spot. Even though you're smashing the ground every so often, you kind of go whoa, and you kind of spot another one before it gets you, and you get across to Ode, and you manage to free him from the bear trap. He is in a bad way.
Should we drag him into this corridor then?
Have we got any potions left, or shall I heal him?
Oh, let's take a short rest. Let's put bear traps at the entrance. Short rest.
Fenn's clearly taking a rest.
I don't know how. Why
He's
does
got
that
his
keep
head
happening?
down. He's got his head down.
Right click on it, and then you get the option to rotate yourself.
As you are going, as you're kind of like setting off these things, you find 3 dragons, 3 gold pieces.
I was gonna say
3 dragons, yeah.
3 dragons.
There's a glaive that you pick up.
See,
There's-
on our
there's
last
a
game,
lamp.
it was 3 daggers. Now it's 3 dragons.
Oh, I can give Fenn.
You find a war pick,
Ooh, I won't mind that.
a quarterstaff,
Oh.
another glaive, and another glaive. Clearly,
3 glaives and 3 dragons.
Is the quarterstaff of any particular style?
it's in the style of tree branch.
Oh. Too druidic for me.
I'll take the war pick if no one else is after it.
I'll take the dragons if no one else is.
Yeah,
Yep.
you can have
I was thinking that was going to be party loot.
No, I'm joking. Go on, take it. Party loot.
Can we increase that yet? 'Cause I remember not edit it.
Yeah, I can't recall what we were doing. Let me see if I can do that. Inventory, party loot 3.
We had some pilot last time that we couldn't figure out how to add it.
Yeah, yeah, I can alter it. I can alter it.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Okay, so I ask Iggy to. I don't want to call you Iggy. I ask Ignatius bear traps around the entrance and clear some space for us to rest, and we'll both stand guard at the door, a decent distance away, while the other 2 rest. Also, you can do that song of healing thing. No, a decent distance away. That's where the bear traps are. More.
Is there else in this room? Can I look around this room?
Yeah, like where I'm stood. Is there anything in this corridor bit, or is that where we found the glaives?
No, that's this. Yeah, so this is where the skeletons emerge from. So there's just various skeleton bizzle. I don't know what I've just done in terms of distributing stuff. So anyway,
It says it's come to us.
yeah.
While we're having a short rest, I'd like to use.
Oh, you're having a short rest?
Yeah, that's what we're planning on. So we set up bear traps at the door, and me
Yeah.
and Iggy.
Okay.
We've obviously cleared the room. Is there anything distinct about this room? Because it's like a bit of a gyp come in here and just like, oh, it was just an encounter room. There must be something up here.
There's a door at the top. Now
What
that you're
bit?
kind of like looking.
A door at the north.
Yep.
Okay.
No.
Well, we'll take a short rest first,
Yeah.
and you can guard that door.
So I've just given you guys a short rest.
Right. I am going to reclaim some spells.
Okay.
How
Shall
do we
we?
locate it, dice,
Shall we
then?
take a short
Do
rest
that?
in real life as well?
Yeah, that works.
Um,
Well,
I could do with a reload.
Should we roll hit dice now or not?
I am just going to go and grab some food supplies.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get another drink.
What?
So 2 minutes, guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can use shading music or
So if you're just a little bit short, stop, and he'll probably do the rest for you.
There once was a story of old bacon ham, yellow, blind the man down.
I'm only 6 points down. What does Song of Rest do for me?
It gives you an extra d6.
Ooh. So I'll just roll a d6 then.
I will. I
roll
get to
it?
give you a d6. Get.
I think everyone
Wow.
gets whatever he rolls.
Oh, excellent.
Was it a 6?
4.
4 to it.
That ain't bad.
So if I roll a hit dice now, I get +4.
Yeah.
Plus my constitution.
My wounds are down to 2. I'm not even bothering rolling a hit dice. You watch me die by 2 points later on in the next room.
Yeah,
I'll
do
be
you know
on full
what?
health.
Do you know what? During like our final climactic in TOA, I was at 2 hit points, and that was only because I took the toughness feat, like pretty much as we entered the Tomb of Horrors, or Tomb of Annihilation rather.
There we go. I rolled a hit dice and I got the 2 that I was lacking. So I'm back to 24.
Paul, do you have to add onto our health? Extra 4.
If you roll it as a hit dice, it does it automatically.
Yeah.
The 4 you can add yourself.
How do I add 4?
So if you got wounds at the minute,
Yeah.
so you just change your wounds down
Oh,
to
yeah.
0. Be for
Yeah.
you.
It doesn't count for every single roll. It's just each rest.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
You got me back to full.
I'm looking reasonable.
I'm full.
Aldred's got.
I've got 2 more
rogues
spell
to
slots
the
if you need
six.
it.
Okay, let's rock and roll them. Okay, so you take a short rest and you see the night above you. It's starting to become evening time, so light is starting to become a bit of an issue. Not at the moment, but possibly in the future it will be. And also, who knew that the moon rose at a different time every evening?
What? So you cut out?
Mm-hmm.
Who knew that the moon rises at a different time every evening?
Was it?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
No,
I didn't know that the gangster film from Home Alone wasn't a real film.
Really?
Yeah, it's made for the Angels with Dirty Faces is a made-up film in Home Alone.
All right. Okay.
Just as a throwback to the beginning of the episode.
Mm. He loves it. It's just me go around him.
Are we the guys invading this little kid's house, and that's probably horrible traps?
Essentially, yeah.
Is that what's happening?
When we get to the end, there's Kevin McAllister's just sat there. Wait until he lobs a brick at your head. It's just a hate crime, really.
Yeah, this is Home Alone 6.
Straight to DVD one.
Yeah. Don't pass go.
You've got.
Okay, what you doing then, guys? So you've had your rest.
To the door.
I'll have a listen at this door.
I'm standing back. I'm standing way back into the doors are like now.
You can't hear anything.
I very gingerly make my way for.
Oh no, we've cleared the room now.
You're still going to do it very gingerly.
To get the door for trap.
Yeah, check the door for traps.
Oh, everybody's just paying attention now. You can't see any traps on the door.
I mean, I searched for traps when we got in this room, but clearly I wrote the bear traps.
I open the door.
The door opens.
I'll push it
Everybody-
open with my hammer.
Everybody make Constitution saves.
Ah,
Only joking.
Everybody?
Only joking. Only joking.
Okay.
What can we see?
A long, thin corridor. As soon as the door opens, You hear a "roo," and then there are dozens of whirling blades emerging from deep grooves in the floor, and scything blades swinging backwards and forwards upon the entire corridor. You see pockets of gore every so often, every few pieces, as previous adventurers have got slashed to their deaths as they've come through here.
I grab a bear trap from the room and try and wedge it into one.
Grab some of these glaives and try and wedge it in.
Hold on. Let me just go through this. The
The
walls of the corridor, they're just rough and dirty tan-coloured bricks, and there's Dexter blood spatter plots all over the walls.
Let's grab a glaive and try and wedge it into the first one.
Well, yeah, throw some skeletons and some other debris.
Well, we've got a load of bear traps. Just throw the bear traps in the way.
Yeah, they should be fairly.
They're going to be fairly
And
robust.
then you've got a hole littered with whirling blades and bear traps.
The bear traps are shot.
Oh, by the way, if we need to make a quick getaway, those bear traps we set. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do while you guys are messing around with this. I'm going to disarm these traps.
Okay, so you chuck in various debris and crap, and it gets the first 5 or 10 feet. The things are still moving, but not quite as quickly. But you can't really throw it much further because of the blades and such like in the way.
Is there a rhythm to how these are moving?
Yeah, you reckon it's in pentatemic meter. I have no idea what that means, but
As in, is there a pattern? Is it just going like?
Ode reckons so.
It's like ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk.
Is there room between them?
Sorry?
Is there room between the blades so that you could like step between them and
Not
then they pass
really.
over the side?
Not really.
There's no way I could formulate a waltz to work my way through there.
Make a performance roll.
A performance roll. Well, I need a partner, so who would like to go with me?
I'm clearly not very dexterous, so I don't think in heavy armor I'd be a good dancer.
Can I look on the other side of this door to see if there's any levers or buttons or anything?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can. There are none.
Is there a lever at the end of the?
So at the end of the corridor, there is a. I think it's a door. There's a door at the end of the corridor. In fact, no. Hold on a minute. And that goes to there. Let me just. It would not make sense for there to be a door, otherwise you'd have to stop and. Oh, but there is a door on the map. I'm going to rule that there is no door.
More dangerous than the Tomb of Annihilations.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Performance check coming right up.
Mm-hmm.
Can I take?
Penitent manslaughter.
Can I take Aldred? I hold him very, very tightly, and I'm clearly leading.
Okay,
Take
so.
one with the lowest HP through it.
Sorry, hold on. Sorry, guys. So you can see at the entrance that there is it opens out into a wider room. You can't really make masses out kind of beyond that. So what are you doing then, Ode? Run this past me.
Well, you said that there was a rhythm to
You think
this.
so? You reckon so?
Yeah. Probably, what, 3, 4?
5, 6 as well, yeah, fuck it, all the numbers. You've got the best numbers, all the numbers.
So are you trying to match whatever dance we're doing to the rhythm of the play?
Yeah.
Across
Which is 21,
the course of what's that? 60 feet?
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 feet. Yeah, 50 feet.
See, you're dancing along. So is it a bit like the We Will Rock You? Dum, dum, ch, and you, so every time you're moving.
Yeah. 1, 2, stop. 1, 2, stop.
Yeah.
1, 2,
It's more.
3, 4, chop.
It's more. 1, 2, run. 3, 4, duck. 5, 6, jump. 7, 8, fuck.
Only the penitent man shall pass.
Well, like, as the blade comes over, I dip Aldred.
Oh, so you're taking Aldred?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
he's not
Against
taking,
his will.
He's dancing with me.
Yeah.
All the way across.
All the way across.
What? No, you're not. I'm not going into the bleeds with you.
Are you grappling him to take you along?
Yeah.
So, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. This is it. Let me get the Benny Hill music. You guys are like running around.
I will have you done for assault.
I'll save your life.
Well, bits of you will have him done for assault if it doesn't play out.
Are the blades just coming up out the floor? Or
Out the floor and down the ceiling.
They're everywhere.
All right, so they're like up and downy.
Yeah. So Ode thinks
So, like, I spin Aldred out, a blade comes between us, I bring him back in and dance.
But in Ode's mind's eye, that's what he's explaining to Aldred's happening. Aldred's so far not bought what Ode is selling.
I didn't fail grapple check yet, alright?
21 performance, this is going to look pretty good.
That's not a grapple check!
So Ode, you've not yet got Aldred to agree to go with you.
Well, and a grapple would be?
An athletics or acrobatics check, is that right?
No, it's athletics to grab, and then you can contest to acrobat.
Yeah, there's like 20 blades. You're going to have to dance past 20.
Yeah, there's going to be more than one performance check, isn't there?
That's fine.
That's not fine. That's the exact opposite of fine, as it happens.
Well, I can do a solo performance, unless anyone else would like to be my dance partner.
Take someone more dexterous.
What did you say? Is it a different brick, this wall? And...
It's a tan-coloured bricks. Well, it's tan and red where blood is splattered against and bits of gore. You think that you can see where an intestine was probably sliced out and smashed into the side just by its patterns. If you were part of Miami's blood spatter investigation team, you'd possibly have a better idea of how many people have died in the corridor. You don't know how many dancers have met their doom. Strictly come corridor is not something.
Strictly come coroner.
Aldred is probably trained in formal dancing as well.
I am, but I'm
It's just
not
very-
dancing
it's just-
through these.
It's just very, very bad at it. So are you doing a solo? Are you doing solo, Ode?
No, I'm gonna make that athletics check.
Wait a minute.
And as like, well, we'll see if I manage to grapple Aldred first. There's nothing like malicious.
What
Owen
is
is
not
completely
malicious
confident.
about? I'm just gonna drag.
How noisy are they?
Fairly noisy.
So, we didn't hear any on either side of the door.
Yeah,
Or
you
did
heard
not
them
show?
like wind up as soon as you open the door.
So,
Ode
Ode
make-
the door, does it go quiet again?
Yeah, Ode makes a drunken kind of like lech for you,
Yeah,
Aldred.
My
acrobatics.
Do you still have that inspiration that he gave you?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, let's use that. Yeah.
Two lots of lucky.
I'm gonna use that, and it's a D4 on top of it. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna. Use that. Yeah. There we go.
It's all right.
God.
Oh,
Where
did
did the D4 come from?
Your
You give me your
inspiration.
Yeah.
I've had a rest since then.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I don't give out D4.
does it not last that long?
I don't think so.
So, if I close the door, does it go quiet again?
yeah, it slows itself down.
So, if one of you go in and we shut the door, you could walk across it.
What? The doors slow down if you close. What?
Yeah, it has to be once within the next 10 minutes the creature can roll
Ah, okay, it's been an hour then.
check. So
Yeah,
I have you
yeah, okay.
grappled.
Can we wedge that
Unless
first,
you want to use the lucky.
Can we wedge the first spinny disc?
I'm not using
Well, you've chucked a load of debris and such like down
And
it.
is it spinning? So is the first
It's
like,
still,
5
it's,
by
it's
10
still
feet?
moving, but it's a little bit slower.
Can I check the door for a mechanism then? There's obviously a catch that turns them on and off, connected to the door, perhaps.
Yeah, possibly. Make a perception roll. Make an investigation roll. Sorry, investigation. Yeah, there is a catch. You can kind of see it there, but there's also what looks to be a pressure plate on the other side as well.
Yeah.
On the other side of the door.
So, Ode, you have successfully embraced Aldred, which if we were playing Vampire the Masquerade would be actually slightly better than the situation you put in Aldred into.
So initiative is going to be rolled if I fight or those blades.
But Ode, your most trustworthy henchman, Aldred.
Aldred. I've taken care of your brother.
You see Frost manifesting in the palms of his hands.
And I can take care of you.
No.
All I ask is that you try.
All I ask is for your socks.
Always dance with me into this blender.
I took care of your brother. He's no longer with us.
Yeah.
He's back comfortably in bed.
He's traumatized from the troll attack, and he's never going to be again.
Well, blame Fenn for that.
So you guys are very, very tight at the moment. You're rubbing up against Ode's leg. At least you hope it's his leg.
Yeah, me and Iggy are investigating this door while them two are just like
chasing each other around the room.
This isn't funny.
It's a bit of a struggle, Cuddle, but there we go.
I don't think you're understanding the gravity. Ben, if you psychopath.
Can you freeze these things in place?
Probably not, but I can
not
try.
all of them.
No, just the one. We only need to stop the one the next side of the door long enough for them to and be safe on the other side.
Right, let me go, Ode.
Yeah.
You let him go.
I feel so rejected.
He doesn't let you go. Instead, he murders you in a fit of rejection.
Whoa!
He lets you go.
Told you he was evil.
I will dance my way through this thing. It will be like a ballet, and it will look beautiful.
Okay.
All right, as soon as he starts dancing, we'll shut the door behind him.
Okay.
Well,
Then at least we don't have to see him get blended.
How fast are you dancing? Like dash action or not?
Well, it's to match the rhythm of these blades going
So
back and forth.
So you step in and you step onto the plate and the door shuts behind you. Could you make me a dex saving throw with advantage?
Okay.
And you'll need 2 of those to get to the other end of the corridor. Both made with advantage as you try to follow this this rhythm that you think you've detected.
And we wouldn't know if shutting the door slowed down the blades then.
No, you wouldn't. You can still hear them kind of swishing and slashing.
I
And
mean,
possibly screams.
I was going to say, I'm sure we'll know if it doesn't work.
There are screams. Okay. I assume you're keeping going. You take just a nick. Just a nick.
Got my shelf well shaved.
Okay, next one with advantage.
Okay.
Oh yeah. You kind of clearly you needed a nick to kind of get yourself down there. Nobody else knows what the hell's going on, of course, because you can't see.
You're right.
And you
Open the door.
You go into a circular room
With more blades.
It's dome and it's made of white polished marble. In the centre of the room, there's a 3-foot high marble pedestal with a fluted column, and there's a plush red pillow sits on top. A lovely velvet pillow. You can kind of feel how soft it would be. It looks, and on top of the pillow, there's a single copper piece.
No. For all that.
That's not funny.
That thing's cursed.
I'm not touching it yet. I'm
it's-
waiting for them to open the door again.
I think it's an ironic. I think it's a joke.
No, I think it could be an illusion. We'll open the door at this end and shout at him. What is it?
Is there a unicorn on it?
You shout. You open the door. You shout down.
Yeah.
You hear them above the noise.
See, and I was shouting about, if you just trust me, you'd be all right.
I mean, I'm still alright, and I haven't trusted you.
You're over there. And I'm over here.
Is there a mechanism to shut it off up there?
Have a look for a mechanism.
Make me a perception, investigation roll. Sorry.
Okie dokie.
In tower like.
Yeah. Oh shit! That's going for me. Yeah, the screen's so small. Everything's
on
covered
laptop?
up. Like yeah, I'm doing it on a laptop.
I've got like 2 monitors in front of me, and I'm still like, I've dropped it on the wrong thing.
God, I've got it on a big TV. Fantasy grounds, and then
I've got everything like covering up everything else. So an investigation check in the dice tower coming right up.
You can't see any kind of mechanism or what have you, but as you're paying attention,
Nothing
you pay a little bit more attention to the coin, and you see it. It's got how the words when it was minted, they put an inscription around, and it's minted in 1364 Dale reckoning, the golden anniversary of the reign of Lord Piergaron, the Paladin son.
Ooh. Is this one of those special like £1 coins you have to pay £10 goes to?
No, it's a copper coin, minted in 1364, so it's over 100 years old. But it's not like an anniversary or anything like that. It's not like a collector's.
To commemorate the...
Yeah. It was a coin minted in that year.
Yeah.
The golden anniversary.
It just looks like a bog standard coin.
Yep. But there's
Check for traps.
But there's no mechanism or anything like that you can see.
Check for traps.
Yeah.
We've all seen Indiana Jones.
yeah,
Yeah.
something of a coin.
In fact, stating that, I'm going to step just to the side of the doorway.
That's a good call.
When the boulder comes down.
Mm-hmm.
Can I check around the side of the walls for any traps, any like arrow holes or anything like that, or?
You had a good look when you were doing your investigation and stuff, and you haven't seen anything.
Right.
You gonna take the coin?
Don't think I've got any spells to. Well, this isn't really what we came for.
It might be,
Might be useful in the future.
Yeah, there's meant to be other magic shit in here, so.
Let me just check my spells.
It seems a waste to have danced all that way and come away with nothing.
Yeah, I bet the guy who made.
I came away with my pride.
And a slight shaving nick.
Yeah, well, yeah, we all cut ourselves shaving sometimes. I've not really got much else to help me out on this.
Just grab it
If
and
there
run back.
was in fact, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand.
Good call.
To take the thing and then chuck it down the to the guys.
Oh, that's nice. So at least if you benefit, thanks.
But
You
you're chucking the coin all the way down here,
Yeah, surely it'll fall down one of the slits the blades are in, right?
and we'll lose it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Now, penny it or jam it.
Penny and jam it. Right, well, I'm not going to touch the thing that it's on.
What's the
Made
distance on
for
Mage
myself.
Hand? Can you not just
30
bring
foot.
it all the way
30
down to
foot.
us?
30 foot.
Yeah. That's
We'll
why
get
I
it
didn't
within
Misty
10 feet
step
and
down.
throw it at the end.
Right, okay, well, I'll Mage Hand it, but I'll keep the hand within that distance as I dance my way back.
Okay, so the mage hand picks up the coin.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear or see anything untoward happening. So give me a dex save with advantage twice on the way back.
Yep.
I can't wait for you to get sliced. Yeah, okay, so you kind of like duck and you dive and you roll and you twist and you turn and you get halfway down the corridor. So next.
Yeah. I know I've got advantage, but I'm quite nervous about this now.
It's all right. You'll be in range for us to save you.
Yeah, and you kind of like stumble the last bit where all the debris is, but you get down to the bottom end of the corridor.
Woo!
Only one
Round of applause.
shaving nick.
Yeah, with a small shaving nick, if indeed you shave the side of your arm.
So what did you find up there?
And I will, rather than like do a coin flip, the mage hand will do a coin flip to him.
Yeah, the translucent hand flicks it over to you. You all know mage hand as a spell. You understand what it is. It flicks it over, and it is a copper coin.
So we're all like, no, really, what did you find?
Where was the coin?
On a dais. It's been a bit of a waste of time to go all the way there to.
Anything else on the dais?
No.
Just a coin.
Just coin.
Would you guys be willing to wait while I cast detect magic?
Yeah. How long does
I
it
can
take?
run identify on at the same time.
10 minutes as a ritual.
Same for identify for me. Can you do two at once?
Yeah.
Can
Well,
just
detect
read the
magic, I
card?
don't need to be like touching it. Like a detect magic itself.
I have to be touching it.
Yeah, you fondle that coin. Go ahead.
It's starting to get dark as well, and you're starting to get a little bit hungry. So you're gonna have to start to get light sources out in the next few minutes.
I'm alright.
I'll cast a light on my hammer one time.
Yeah, okay. So it is not magic, and identify doesn't reveal anything.
Cool.
The inscription might be useful later on because we've got them words on walls as well, haven't we? Strengths and tools.
So, yeah, the only thing I say then is when I look at the coin, Paladins. He was a lot smarter than people give him credit for.
It might be come in use.
Mm-hmm. Minting his
So
gold
we need to go
anniversary of his reign.
Is this where we discover that the cushion was actually magic, and that's what we should have?
I was trying to get allude to. Well, it was on a cushion. Did you look underneath the cushion?
I was not going to admit to not doing that.
Ode faces that conundrum that everybody faces at one time when their significant other says, "Did you do this thing that I asked you to do?" You have to make the call whether it's just easier to say yeah, or there wasn't any in the shop. Did you ask? Yeah, I asked everybody.
Oh, can you knit back up and look under the cushion?
I think we need to make our way back across this pitfall.
Only with a partner.
Not happening. I'm already leaving the room to go down and get rid of the other side.
Yeah, you don't want the disadvantage of the decks that I'd be adding to it.
Let's just avoid that click. Wait, can we click it again and see what happens?
What, the button here?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm curious.
No, there aren't any spikes left.
Right.
The bottom is the bottom is mostly filled with like steel balls, and they shoot up,
Oh, I forgot about that.
smash into the spikes, and then drop back down again.
Let's climb down and go across.
Yeah, that is trivial to do.
Right. Let's go down. So we've nearly explored all of the lower levels. Oh no, we have.
We've got up.
Which
Yeah,
is
it's
go
up
Up
here.
and left.
Yeah.
The next bit's the stairs. So what
This
staircase
way.
do you want to go up?
Oh, sorry. That way.
Yeah, I'll go that way.
Yeah, let's go that way. Oh, are you coming?
Paul, okay, while those guys are fiddling, perhaps,
Mm-hmm.
Can I make another few rolls to go and get that cushion?
I knew he was gonna go.
Yeah, okay. Give me dex 2 dex saves with
Guys,
advantage.
floppy dice while we're not in the room.
We'll have to traipse that and be like, where's he gone? Why has he gone back in?
Oh, are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah, oh, look at that.
There's a-
That
Yeah,
is
you're
like-
halfway
Nice,
there. Oh, living on a prayer. Yeah, you get through.
Yeah.
You pick up the cushion.
It's a mimic.
Roll initiative.
Under it?
The mimic says, "I knew I could split the party," and so you pick up the cushion. It's a lovely velvet cushion, I have to say.
Anything under it?
There is not anything under it. However, you hear a voice says, "Yeah, congratulations." Like
Sorry?
you hear a voice say, "Yeah, congratulations." Like
Just a really nonchalant thing.
Pillow.
that
maybe
sound
we'll
being
be
serious. I mean, serious. Yeah, congratulations. Like you dance halfway down the corridor.
Yeah. One more time.
With feeling.
Oh my god, is he actually?
Oh,
Oh, look at
Why was
that!
it- yeah, why was it-
The lowest there was an 18.
On that run,
Diego would be
his
proud.
lowest was a D.
You guys are wondering what the hell is happening. You're like, Ode. If it wasn't so much Ball Lake to kind of go down the pit, you'd have probably gone to get him.
We've come as far as here.
yeah.
Ode!
Got your cushion.
He does indeed. He has a velvet cushion.
How many socks is the cushion worth?
Probably more than a penny.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no spikes in this pit now, is there?
No, there are no
just
spikes. There's just
balls.
steel balls. Steel balls.
Oh.
Much like your balls.
Balls of steel. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do have balls of steel. I'm way over.
So you're not going to speak back to the pillow like a crazy dwarf talking to his axe?
Did I actually hear something say?
Yeah, he
Yes.
says. Yeah.
So the pillow's clearly possessed and evil. don't sleep on it, whatever you do.
Sentient pillow.
Oh, would
So,
magic still be active? It's active for like 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah. The pillow isn't magical.
It could have been something else in the room.
The pillow is a magical item.
Is not.
It's-
Oh, okay.
Not a pillow of +1 comfortable.
A pillow of not bad sleep, actually. The stairs end in a door.
That's 11 o'clock, by the way. So
Yeah,
are
I've
you wanting
seen,
to
yeah.
call it before we get into shenanigans, or are you want to go up the stairs?
I don't mind playing a little bit. No, actually, I want to go and have a look. No, it's got a bit darker, and we want to go and have a look at the moon.
Okay.
Actually, so we'll call
Anyway.
it there.
Quite a big
Okay.
dungeon, this really, isn't it?
Yeah, but we are only playing like what?
Yeah.
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just transition us back to that.
Well, I'm really sorry about that. Those blades, Marta. I just had a feeling about.
A feeling that taking someone else against their will was a good idea.
Well, I came out well, quite well. You'd have come out well. We would have been fine. It would have been a lovely moment. Bonded.
I'm not so sure about
You've been stuck together.
No,
blood,
I think
bodily
we would have been
fluids.
ripped apart.
Who knows? Who knows? I just thought it was a cool idea. I liked it.
I thought it was a good shout. That I thought with.
Oh, the dancing bit, yeah. Taking someone with you, I think, would have added to the difficulty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Especially someone reluctantly struggling against you.
I think one slip up for Ode, you might have survived it, but one slip up with Aldred, he probably didn't have a HP to survive it.
Yeah, he doesn't have a HP source. It's all ketchup, which is exactly what he would have been on the walls.
Does Healing Word reattach a head?
Sellotape, double-sided sellotape.
Mend and
Okay. So we'll call it there. You've got probably. I think next session we'll do this. And then we'll head on. So thank you guys. Is that all right? Is that all right?
Yeah, it's good fun.
Good fun.
Good fun.
Stuff. Everybody sounds so genuine. You should probably roll better on bluff. That's all I'm saying.
It was great.
I mean, I thought I sounded sincere.
I lost you there, mine.
I thought I sounded sincere. I said stressful.
Oh yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me. No, I'm not going to do that.
You're a rogue, and you've got +1 to deception.
He's a very honest rogue. He's a very honest rogue.
It's charisma, isn't it?
There weren't very many books online in the library he grew up in. So thank you for watching on the stream. Thank you for watching if you're catching this on YouTube. Our next Waterdeep game is back on Tuesdays. Tuesday the 8th of January, I think.
Yep.
Tuesday the 8th of January.
Yeah.
Yes, Tuesday the 8th of January. If you want to have a little bit more Dungeons & Dragons and you're itching for something higher level and a little bit more intrigue-based or running of nations, then you can get our Titles and Troubles game, where most of the guys play 12th level characters in the county of Circazar in the kingdom of Tethia in the Forgotten Realms. And at the moment, they are fighting against a vampiric brigand leader backed by a lich. What can possibly go wrong? And if you're interested in that game and you're worried that there's a lot of story there, then our last episode was a Before They Became Famous episode where we kind of caught up on the background of the characters. So that's not a bad place to catch up, and you can get that on the YouTubes. If you're interested in more content, then have a look at our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter at Mostly Off Topic. Our website, mostly-offtopic.com. Email us if you've got any suggestions on how these guys can mature their playing styles. Mostly-off-topic@gmail.com. And we've got our Facebook group, which is like Facebook/Mostly Off Topic, probably. And that's it. So anything Unreal Ben?
No. Cool.
Good stuff.
Thanks.
Anything Alpha Ben, Real Ben, Eternal Ben? Who's got some serious mood lighting on the go at the moment. It looks like he's lost his border collie.
Shit.
What's that? What's that, lassie? What? He danced all the way through the blades and got the cushion.
Twice.
It's all about the power of dance.
Yes, if you want Ben to attend any weddings to express love through the power of dance, then hit him up. Martin?
I just need a lot of traps in my way.
Yeah.
So, literally, in the past few seconds, I've learned how Josh can do his lockpicking check accurately.
Well done.
You know, in the bottom, yeah. Do you know in the bottom left-hand corner, there's an adjuster. You can manually enter a number in there, and
+2.
Yeah. So you can
do
it all in there. You can enter the number. Yeah.
Oh.
Excellent. And so let's hear from our poster boy for the campaign, front and center.
That's the thumbnail.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah, everybody, Happy New Year. I hope you have a great time.
And don't get forced to dance down any whirling, blade-filled hallways.
And don't give up Dungeons and Dragons for Lent. That'd be a bad idea.
You heard it here. Wouldn't that be Easter?
That's
Not
New Year.
New Year's resolution, you mean?
That's the one. It's the same thing.
Don't get up Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Thank you. Cheers.
Bye.